All right. Hey. Yes, indeed, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Catfish Tyler Hockey Night. We're going to be doing some live commentary for anybody crazy and wacky enough to listen to me do the play-by-play. I'm not going to be able to, of course, show the video live, but we'll watch it together if you guys want to watch it with me, right? So, whoever might be interested, we're going to be doing live commentation of tonight's match. In the previous encounter between the two teams, it was a tight match, fought strongly because at the beginning of the get together, the United States national anthem was being played, and lo and behold, the Canadians were booing. There in Canada, they were booing while the United States anthem was being played. And that didn't go over real well with our players. And then the first 2 minutes, there was like 4 or 5 fights that broke out. And it was a very physical match. And the United States came out on top. So, hey, have a little Mountain Dew with me, everybody. Got a nickel head on there like I'm supposed to. 1 nickel head is all you're looking for. On your Mountain Dew. Yeah, that was Québécois. Je pense que c'est possible de parler français dans Québec. C'est vrai? C'est vrai? D'accord? Mild difference. Oui, oui, oui. Mm-hmm. Je sais qu'il y a une différence. Tranquille, une différence. A petite différence. So, good evening, folks. I'm going to be watching the USA versus Canada. And in the previous match, it was a real brawl at the beginning because the U.S. team got a little bit inspired, I think, by all the booing during our national anthem. And so I just want to thank you all for being here to have some fun with me tonight as I watch this matchup. And I can't show you the matchup, obviously, but we're going to do some play-by-play. And right now, they're all skating around in a circle. And the fun thing of this is you guys will enjoy my commentary because I'm a Southern boy talking about hockey. One time I was traveling abroad, and when I was coming back into Canada, the U.S., they asked me a question, and because I didn't have quite the documentation I needed. It was after COVID, and everything was 2 documents, and I had just my driver's license. And they went through this whole thing, and the guy says, well, let me ask you a question. If you're from Michigan, who was the best scoring forward for this team here for the Detroit? And I went, the Red Wings, I don't know, sir. Ask me a baseball question, and I can answer that. And he goes, you're from Michigan, and you don't know? And I said, sir, I just got here. I came here from Nashville. But prior to that, I was in Florida. So anyway, welcome. Hey, I'm just going to watch this hockey match here. And I'm going to give you the live play-by-play. If nobody can watch it or see it where they are, I'm going to give you the commentation for this match. And that's all I'm going to do. It's going to be a real fun match, I think. We got a dominating goalie who has been fabulous, Connor Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck, I guess is how you would say it. And so we're looking to have a very good match. And if you don't have a way to watch this and you just want to listen to it on YouTube, you found the right place to come to. So cheers to you. Hope you enjoy. If you like it, hit the like button. And maybe other people will be able to get a chance to listen to the match that otherwise can't listen to it anywhere. So I'm going to show you, and they're showing some footage now of the way things started. Man, there was some checking that went on in a major way. Lots of Canadians leaving their feet in that last matchup. Hello, everybody. We're watching the hockey match here this evening between the USA and Canada, and it's the big playoff, the matchup for the championship here, and we'll see how this goes, the Four Nations Championship, and the U.S. they're going to be facing off here in just a moment. So thanks for tuning in with me. And I've got my U.S. attire on and ready to support the good old U.S. of A. Hopefully, we'll see them march on to victory this evening. And you forgot my shirt. JK, I need those sheets you have. George Leludis, you forgot my shirt. George Leludis, I did not know that you had been drawn for it as a winner of a shirt. That name doesn't ring a bell to me as winning a shirt. So I'm sorry, but I will send you the sheets if you got a Goliath membership or if you have a Monster membership. But again, I just filled out the sheet, the names of everybody yesterday, and that name is not familiar to me. I didn't, JK. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Michael Anthony, did you see HLF up 240 on earnings? No. Wow. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. This is kind of a trial. I've never done anything like this before in the history of my streaming. But I just thought, for one thing, I was watching a guy do this type of thing on YouTube. I watched that guy. He must have had 40,000 people there with him while he was talking. Now he had a football game going on. It was a Detroit Lions game, and he had the little football field up there. And when the ball would move, it would make a little arrow, and it was, But man, that guy had thousands and thousands of listeners, and I didn't think he was actually that good at what he was doing, to be honest with you. And my wife says, "Shoot, you ought to start doing that." So this could be my first try at commentation of a match that you may otherwise not know what's going on. So, wow, I'm going to get the membership soon, setting up my software like you showing. Thank you. Oh, okay, good. Very happy to help you out in that way. Well, tonight we're not going to be talking about stocks. We're going to be talking about hockey. And we're hopefully going to see a real close, fun, exciting match. And I'm going to do the play-by-play for you. Now, the interesting part about this is I am not the biggest of hockey as far as when it comes to knowledge. I know a lot about the sport. I know what rules must be applied, and when they break rules, what things you can't do, and so forth. And I know what causes penalties, and I know all the fouls that are called and things like that. So I know those technicalities. But you'll see. This is a great idea, Kat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sure. Yeah. If you're having fun doing it, why not? Yeah, for sure. Giver Bud, I always got you in the background during trading hours at work. All right, cool. I'm going to get the membership soon. Well, George, I'll be happy to welcome you into the tank. And when you do, we're gonna treat you right, man. We'll make sure you stay abreast of the situation. Here comes the U.S. hockey team right now. They're making their way out of the locker room and filing out towards the playing surface, ladies and gentlemen, where the Zamboogie or the Zambozi, and you guys are going to laugh your ass off at me, the Zambori, the Zambini, the Zombini that has gone out and polished it all flat. And this will be fun, folks, because, again, I'm from down south. So if you're not entertained, I don't know where you else are going to find entertainment like this. A Southern boy calling a Northern sport a match, play-by-play. And we're going to have some fun with it, folks, I promise you. So the Zamboni. Welcome, Nicole. We're having beer and we're watching a hockey match. Now, we're not watching it. I'm watching it, and you guys are going to hear me do the play-by-play. And ladies and gentlemen, presenting for you now the Team USA out of the blue corner, weighing in at whatever they weigh totally, probably about 4 tons, the combined weight of all of them. And I have no idea. We're going to have some fun, folks. Thank you for being here. Jeff, it's good to see you 24/7. Yeah, I'm glad to see you here with me. And we're going to drink beer and watch this crazy hockey match. And I'm going to do some commentation for you, folks. We're going to go. And they're going to be squaring off in the middle here soon. They're gliding out very slowly to the very center. And they got the camera on the cable thing that hovers around above everything. And so here comes the National anthem. I hope there's no booing of the Canadian national anthem. I'm sure there won't be. The Americans have too much respect to hopefully do anything like that. I think that's what we got coming here, though. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, it's the national anthem's coming right now, and hopefully we won't have any stupid retaliation for what the Canadians did for us. We'll see how this goes. And welcome. It's Sam. It's Sam Boner. I'll help with the hockey. I'll help with the hockey lingo. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. The Canadians are coming. M. Dot. Patrick Inc. Once Canada smartens up and gets conservatives in again, then everything will run smooth. Yep. All right. Right now, they're announcing the names of the players individually. And again, I don't know who they are. I don't know why, but on this phone, on this TV remote, there is no SAP button. There's no SAP button. I don't know why. It could be an indication of how old the television is. But the television works very well. Just to give you a flash here so you can see. There's our television right there, all right, that we're watching this on. All right, but I cannot keep this going. The Canadians are coming. Once Canada's, yep, as soon as Trump realizes that the woke crazes are out of power in Canada, everything will get better for Canada. Totally agreed. And now, out of the USA, Mike, here's Yone. I don't know that I said his name correctly, and I hope he doesn't get upset with me. But he is here to coach on the team. Yes, as soon as I believe you. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's some music. And now they're talking about the team members that are on the USA team, the person out of the Florida Panthers team. You probably all know who that is. I think this guy's name was Brock Faber. Yes. Jacob here didn't show his name when they, like the others, don't know why. Tech Chuck. Number 9. I think they said Jack. And the goalie extraordinaire, Connor Hellebuyck. And here we go. Good evening, Steve J. Can't wait to hear you pronounce some of their names, Cat. Well, you just heard me. I hashed my way through them. At this point in this match, the team captains shall draw themselves to the center of the ice. We're going to get on the edge of our seats. Free samples. I love Trump. You're talking to the choir. And boy, there's been a lot of matches between these two And this is going to be one fired up, good time match. I think we definitely have the advantage with our goalie, who is Connor, is just a fabulous goalie. I think he blocked something like 15, 22 shots or something in the last. It was phenomenal performance by him. And here they go now. The National Guard, or Boston Fire Department, Honor Guard, coming out. And we're going to hear the national anthem. We got the colors flying here. We kindly ask that you respect the national anthems. That was kindly said. Very good. All right, people, hold back. Okay, so they're doing the O Canada national anthem, and it sounds like everything is fine. That's the Democratic flag, the Democratic domestic terror flag. Now, listen, everybody here is entitled to their own opinions. And we're gonna let the verbiage flow. We're not gonna try to contain anything here. Whatever anybody wants to say is free and open, as long as you have some respect, like they just said, for the national anthem. And there's no booing going on during the national anthem right here. It's being very respectful, and they're all listening to the lovely young lady singing. She looks a little bit like Karen Carpenter, very long haired brunette, and reminds me of Karen Carpenter, who, in case you did not know it, Karen Carpenter was one heck of a drummer. If you don't believe me, watch YouTube, Karen Carpenter dancing in the streets, man. Oh, Karen Carpenter on the drums, people. Go check it out. Go check it out. Karen Carpenter playing the drums to the song Dancing in the Streets. She was a very accomplished drummer, percussionist. And there's another video of her on YouTube where she just jumps from one set of drums to the next, doing all these songs. And she was a phenomenal musician, far more than most people realize, just by her beautiful voice, Karen Carpenter. And we've only just begun. And now the U.S. singer looks a lot to me like Kelsey Gabbard. I'm going to call it like I sees it, folks. Is that not Kelsey Gabbard singing right there? Or her sister? Yes, Too Evil to Hope. The rendition of O Canada wasn't great. No, well, hopefully Kelsey can sing this out a little bit better for the U.S. Doesn't that look like Kelsey? A little bit. I could be wrong. Stand up. What do you want me to stand up for? I'd rather sit back and relax. I'm not gonna stand up. Why should I stand up? I'm sitting back. I'm on my couch, drinking beer and getting ready to watch one heck of a hockey match here with some of my Catfish buddies. Yep. Just want to see if you can. This is my very first of the evening. I didn't decide to do this until about a half an hour ago. Hey there, Isaiah. Puts on Canada. She's going for that big note. Oh, I thought she was going to take it up. I thought she was going to take it up to the next fifth. Oh, well. That flag flies all over America and Canada. Too evil to hope has a strange fetish with that flag for some reason. He's starting to ask questions. Listen, it's not for us to It's not for us to question why. Especially this group of people on this channel that watch this channel. We're out there. Some people are. You have to be sort of to listen to me. I mean, all right. Let's get this show on the road. Got a very nice visual right now on the screen, and the only reason I'm getting to do this is because my wife and son have taken off over to see the grandchildren, and so they're over near Detroit, just a little bit to the west of Detroit, and yeah. All right, let's get this baby on the road. Let's go. Let's get this thing fired up. Connor's he's all running around. Looks like he's on catnip or something right now. Connor's on catnip tonight. Oh, Canada. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Cat Tank, where we're going to talk about hockey tonight. We may have very few people here present with us. Are they going to fight? Most likely. And by the way, oh, goodness. Hello? Hello? Oh, goodness. My wife is walking in right now, ladies and gentlemen. Right, of course, the very second the hockey match begins, my wife is walking in. I thought you'd be over there till the cows came home.
Jeez, thanks.
Well, I was trying to stream this with everybody and do a sporting event because you were telling me, I was telling you about that guy that did the football game, and you said, heck, you might as well try to commentate So I thought this would be the perfect thing to do, Canada versus the United States hockey. And right as it starts, the very second that it begins, ladies and gentlemen. And isn't that the way?
You can still do it. Just because we're here doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah, but you don't like hockey.
I don't have to sit in there. And you're fine. You didn't know, and you never called. And
I did call, and I asked you, hey, why don't you give me a call? Hey, why don't you text me?
Well, probably because I had my phone on silent.
Oh well. We're watching the USA versus Canada right now for match number 2. We whooped their asses last time 3-1 in a very, very dominant match. I thought we held up real well on that last one, and I'm hoping that we do the same in this one. So welcome to this show. Folks, you will not be watching this video. You'll be listening to me give the play-by-play. And as I said earlier, it's going to be hilarious because I'm from down south, and looks like we've already got a little issue going on with the surface, the playing surface. Down in the corner area, they're whisking away with their little brushy things, and it's like some sort of problem down in the corner, and we don't really want to have that here on our rink, but maybe there's just so many dang people in there, the ice is starting to melt, and the heat is just getting so turned up. And folks, I am probably going to get in trouble for doing this, so I don't know whether I even should continue it. If I was going to be letting down hundreds and hundreds of people, I don't think I am. So, but I will go as long as we can here for a little bit anyway, and then we'll get going. Here we go. Going to drop the pucky on the ice. Here we go. Here goes the puck, and there it goes, and it's off. And the face-off is won by Canada, slung down into the corner, and swings all the way around to our defenseman, throwing it forward. We got a man in the middle. We got a little up. We've already got something going on. Stoppage, 8 seconds into the match here. And I've got to try to keep the volume down on this because I don't want to get in violation of copyright. But right now we got another face-off in the center. It swings right down into the same corner, goes all the way around, driven all the way around the back. And still the Canadians have it into the playing area. And now it's being swung into the front. Looks like they almost tried to make a shot, was blocked there. Got 4 or 5 gathered around it. Now it starts to break free and running across the center line, passing it forward and goes right to the goalie. He pulls it in and holds it. And we're going to have a face-off down here. Oh, we've already got some slinging. We got some leather flying down here between Takuk, I think is his name. Yeah, a little bit of leather going there, and they're getting at each other. And, hey, I want to say thank you all for being here. And we're talking about the match here between the USA and Canada. and kind of got a little surprised because, as I said, I thought that I was going to get to go here for a while with you, and then all of a sudden, maybe we'll have to stop. But at least we're going to do the beginning part of it, do the start off. Here's the face off, and we've won the face off. Slings it in towards the goal, and I'm gonna have to call it. Well, we got a nice play out front, nice shot. It was blocked, partially blocked by the defensive man. And then here we go, swings it back, trying to swing it into the corner, and he fights it free. The U.S. has control, swings it in the middle. Now it's picked up by Canada. He swings it across to the center line. He passes it forward, dumps it into the corner, and it's to the looking to the rear of the goalie to his right. Comes all the way around, and the U.S. now gathers it, slings it across the far side of the. It's not a court. What do you call this? Of the ice. Okay, and now we're a shot. There's a shot from the forward. Coming all the way at the goalie, and he bounced it off, glove saved, and now it's being brought into the corner, and now shot thrown back over to the halfway line, and now we're doing a change. The U.S. team changes out, and we've got, it's good, they don't call icing on this, and it's thrown into the Canadian side. They get it to swing all the way around and bring it back over into the U.S. side, and the U.S. pries it away, and now has it the U.S. defensive man. All right, hey, what's going on, Nick?
All right,
we got Nick with us here, ladies and gentlemen. Ho, ho, ho.
What we got going on?
Oh, we got the USA getting ready to win here, and we're doing commentation, and we're having a nice Mountain Dew at the same time. Yes.
I've had a Mountain Dew before.
Yep. And welcome, everyone. 24/7. No, you can't stop, bro. Tell the wife we need to see this. Oh, dear Lord. I was taking a drink when he called it a court. I'm sorry. I call it a court. It's a rink, right? It's the skating rink. It's the plane. It's the ice. It's all. Now we got a breakaway by the Canadians. It brings back the center line. He brings it across the center line. The U.S. swings it to the right, which would be our forward area, swings right around behind the goalie and taps all the way around the other. Now the offensive man has it, bring it back down for Canada, swings it across the center line. U.S. intercepts. Now the U.S. has that trapped. Now it's back in the hands. Man, it's just going back and forth, and the U.S. throws it down to the quarter. A nice solid check there by the U.S. player. Knocked the Canadian right off the puck, and then we had the control for a while, but now the Canadians have it back, slinging it across the front. Oh my gosh, it's glanced off the goalie, played out to the wide right area, and now it's down in the corner. They're tussling and bustling over it. There's a bunch of them there. Now it breaks free back across the center line, coming down the U.S. end free. There's no icing called. And so the Canadians now have control of it again, bringing it back down across the first, not the halfway line, the third, I guess you'd call it. And now across the half, a swing out front, a shot. Just missed wide to the right of the goal. And that was a nice, solid shot. Another shot at the goal from way back out. Probably about a 75-foot shot there, I'm guessing, or 50 anyway. I don't know how the distance is. Here's the U.S. swinging back the other way. Free man breaking to the goal. Shot. And but blocked by the goalie. And coming back now across the other end. He's driving. We've got a 2-on-1 right here. Here's the shot. Wide to the right. Brings it back behind the goal. He's got it behind the goal. He brings it out. U.S. is in control now. Swinging it back across the third line, coming across the half. It's also no icing called here. He slings it all the way down. I think the U.S. are changing outsides. Yep, there was a nice little check there on the Canadian. The U.S. has control of the puck right now, right out in front of the goal, and something's been called here. We got some time off. We got something. We're going to have a face-off. Look, the U.S. had a real opportunity right there, and it was fed out front, and he snapped that shot. It went off the goalie, off of his left hand pad, and then another really nice shot that was blocked, leg pad blocked by the goalie there from Canada. And now they're facing off down on the Canadian end.
I don't hear you saying much. This doesn't work for mine, by the way.
Oh, he'll jump in there when he sees. Oh, here we go. The U.S. now in control. We're at half ice. U.S. brings it forward. Now the Canadians have control. Bring it down on the U.S. end. It's behind the goalie. He secures it, slings down to the halfway point. It's stolen by the Canadians. And we have a turnover. Canadians have it down on our end. They're slinging it into the corner. They're bashing it out down in the corner. U.S. took control. Now he feeds it down the corner, around the edge, bounces off the backside of the net and comes over to the U.S., swings it all the way down, misses the play on the puck, unfortunately, and it heads on it down. And there's a switch out by the Canadians. They're switching out right now. And they've got a whole bunch of new guys out on the ice right now. Here comes it down on the U.S. end. Canadians have control, slings it out to the point. He swings it out to the side. He comes across the center. He's going to snap a shot and goal by the Canadians. Goal from about a 50-foot shot out, maybe even 60-foot. Nicely done by the Canadians. Swung it out right across the front. Took a shot. And, man, that was a nice little shot there, man. He gave it the sling, and it went in there. Hey, listen, the Canadians had one goal in the first match, and we still beat them 3-1. But, yeah, he was yep. All right. Thank you. Woohoo! Somebody says woo. Gary says woo. 24/7 is going to have a field day with this commentary. LOL. I'm dying, bro. Oh, don't worry. Not a lurker. LOL. Small world. Hey, Nayla, what's up, man? This person's called Not a Lurker. Yep. 24/7 center line, blue line, goal line. Thank you. Center line, blue line. U.S. now has it across the blue. And oh, he just missed an opportunity. Man, I got to get back on this. I can't watch you guys. I got to watch the match. U.S. had a golden opportunity there. Just missed a chance to square that goal. The puck right in front of the Canadian goal, but it was just out of his reach. U.S. has it settled now, bringing it up across the first blue line. Goes all the way down to the other end. Canada swings it around. A nice check right there off of the puck by the U.S. Player. Swings it back down on the Canadian end behind the goal, down into the corner. And now, there's a check right there. The U.S. player went down. The puck is up in the air. And we got some sort of a call here, it looks like. Whistling it down, going to be a face-off here. They're showing a replay now of the goal that was made by the Canadian, and I tell you, it was a nice shot, and they played it well. But now we're going to watch this here continue on. The face-off is squaring away. They've sent off the first U.S. for the face-off, sent him away. This next one stepped in. Canadians have control, just came across the blue line. A nice check afterwards of the Canadian by the U.S. player, and a big check there in the back behind the net. We got a lot of checking going on, a lot of scrubbing. Yep. Now the Canadians have it again. Swings it out front. He takes it across to the far side. Misplayed, or he had a good shot. He throws it at the goal mouth, and it went right on through. Slid right on across and swinged that wide. And now another Canadian opportunity just wide of the pole. That almost went off the goal, the post there, just to the wide right. And, I think he missed that by 2 inches. Here comes the U.S. snapping it all the way down across the halfway point. Tussling. They're tussling. Thank you. Yes, tussling. Right now, looks like scrumming to me. We got a tussle going on. Now the U.S. has it right at the half line, stolen away, and now back to the Canadians, back behind their own blue line. Now it's brought to the center by the Canadian defenseman. He swings it over to the right. Stolen by the U.S. Now it comes all the way across to the other side of the ice, the near ice, and it's on the near corner now. Hey, I got a good new term, the near and far. All right, I think that sounds good. You like that, near and far? All right, here we go. And right now we've got a face-off going, and the U.S. is running up with the puck, slings it out to the now it's the near, and a shot on goal, stopped by the goalie, and then he's hitting the head with a glove, the goalie. He's fine, though, and it was no intent to hit him in the head. But there's the guy that scores the goal for the Canadians, and they're up on the board first. All the Canadians very happy and jumping around with a big old smile on his face, and it looks like a cup of coffee. I'll have a little coffee with him as well. Tussling, yes, Jeff Presley, tussling, yes. Tell me, what am I writing in Iranian language? Hello, how are you? And how are we Iranians? Salam kiri koshkesh. Tell me what I am writing in Iranian language. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to talk like the Iranians do. I will try, but I don't know if I can do that. Mohammed, tell me what I am writing in Iranian language. Hello, how are you? And how are we Iranians? The Iranians, are here visiting this hockey match for some reason. I don't know why. Just ignore the dude or block him. Isaiah Ochoa, remember, it's me since yesterday. Okay, welcome back, Isaiah. It's me since yesterday. Hey, Isaiah Ochoa, I got you. I see you there. Patrick Inc., it's not the national anthem. They changed it to add French. It's no longer the Canadian national anthem. Oh, wow. I did not know that, Patrick. The rendition of "Oh Canada" wasn't great. Okay, let's see here. Stand up. Just want to know if you're drunk or not. Puts on Canada. Hey, it's me since yesterday. Let's see. Remember, yes, I do. Just ignore the dude or block him. What's up, Cat? I'm at your 76ers basketball game, so I can't chat here at all or watch, but I'll keep you live stream on for watch time. Well, thank you. That's awful nice of you. 24/7. The majority of us Canadians hate it. And when we actually get an election, we'll vote it out. Good for you. All right, 24/7. Ridiculity. Are they going to fight? Yeah. Well, Trudeau was their prime minister until he had to resign in disgrace. So this flag makes sense. Yes, absolutely. Nicole, did you watch McGruber? I did not. That's someone else was asking you that. Gary wanted to know that. Ridiculity. Did they know if Canada wins, we'll have to annex them? If Canada wins, we'll have to annex them early. All right. That's hilarious. Jesus Dubs. Great hat, great background. Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. Yes. LOL. It's a funny thing that people think that Canada can just be absorbed. You'd rather be absorbed, believe me, rather than taken over. Okay, trust me on that. All right, we'll get on down to the rest of this commentation in a minute. There's a lot here. Thank you very much, Daddy and a Caddy. All guns should be banned. Kamala, 2028. All right, Daddy and a Caddy. Thank you for that commentation. We appreciate that. All guns should be banned. Yep. And then after that, since they killed all these people down in Louisiana with a truck, we should ban trucks right on the heels of the guns. Yeah, get rid of those trucks. And then for people that are all getting stabbed by these people coming across the border, we should also give them knives a banning as well. Listen, folks, do you not think that people were warring back in the Stone Age? You don't think people had ways to kill each other with rocks and arrows? And they've been doing it forever, folks. It has nothing to do with guns. It's people can't stop killing other people. That's the sad thing. They're always going to find a way. You're not going to get away from that no matter what. You can't get away from it. You can't get away from it. How many damn people in our Ukraine have died because of all types of weaponry? Massive bombs that have kilotons of explosive power and just decimate whole infantry units and so forth, folks. You have no idea. So don't talk to me about banning all guns should be banned. Oh yeah, outlaw guns, and the only ones that'll have them, outlaws. Okay? So sorry about your thinking that way, and I appreciate your contribution, but I disagree with your philosophy and idea. It's the Second Amendment, folks. It's what our forefathers fought for, is so we could not be held by tyranny by anyone. We can control our own destiny, and we will. And I got news for you. There wouldn't be a military in the world that would have a chance coming into the United States. And none of them would be foolish enough, because it's a good thing they all know we carry guns. Every one of us. Good luck with that. I mean, virtually everyone I know has a gun in their home. And we're not going to get too much into that. I don't want to do that. I'm here to do commentation about the hockey match. So here we go. Let's get back at it. Canada just steals at the center line, gets a shot off right there. It's blocked by our excellent goalie. And now the U.S. takes it over, comes across the half line on the far side, shovels it back around behind the goal. And it's almost stolen away by the U.S. right there. That could have been very bad luck for the Canadians. Now the U.S. controls the puck, and it's stolen away by the Canadian. And we're on the near side down here, the near side, fighting in the corner, scrummaging. They're scrummaging. They're scrummaging in the corner now. Over now, it comes all the way out to the point, and he takes a shot. It's legged off, and the U.S. now has control of the puck coming across their own blue line, intercepted at the half line with someone just coming on to the ice, and because the Canadians just did a change out. And now the Canadians control right at center. He feeds it to the right point, takes a shot. It's deflected. It's being rattled around in front of the goal. It's still loose. And he finally covers and holds it in place. The U.S. holds it still, and it's going to be right here, a face-off down on the U.S. end. And man, what a shot. Foot save by the goalie. Second time, leg still there blocking it, right leg. And just held it out until he got a grip on it and pulled it, drew it in. Boy, that was close, man. That was a good opportunity for the Canadians. They had a lot of chances there. Peter Griffin looking, they're great looking, look at Chicago, Kimberly says. Yeah, look at Chicago, yeah. It doesn't matter, folks. I'm telling you, I'm not here to talk about guns. Somebody just trolling in here wants to throw around, get people stirred up. We're not here to talk about guns. We're here to have fun and talk about hockey. We got a commercial break here, folks. Time to sit back and have some Mountain Dew. Talking about the hockey match. Red Wings versus... And let me turn this down. I'm going to make sure there is nothing can be heard. Thank you for all those. Look at that. Somebody putting a bunch of heart on the screen. That's Mountain Dew, sir. This is the new Mountain Dew. The new Dew. You do what you do. How do you do what you do? Carlio 56, USA, it's me. Cheers. And I need to open another Mountain Dew right now. So while the commercial's on, I'm going to go get one more Mountain Dew. All right. Can you do the do? How do you do the things you do with a Mountain Dew? That would make a nice little jingle for them. How do you do the things you do with a Mountain Dew? Oh, yes. One thing I won't be doing is driving with my Mountain Dew consumption tonight. I won't be driving. Now, in case you didn't know it, when you pour a beer, ladies, a Mountain Dew, you want to make sure that beer, Mountain Dew, has a nickel head. A nickel head. You don't want any more and you don't want any less. That nickel head helps trap the gases in the beer. We're going to sing a song for the Dew. I took a beating today in the stock market today. Yeah, I did too. Everybody did. Brew Tank Outdoors. Hey there. I'm doing commentation of the USA-Canada hockey match. Right now, there was such a skirmish down here against the corner that it broke part of the paneling, and they're having to replace the acrylic panel or something, or some sort of a seal. So there's a little timeout here. And man, oh man, we got lucky that they didn't score on us right there. Whew. Got a guy standing there, offensive front position player, forward, standing right in front of the goal, and the puck was right there, and he slapped away at it 3 times, and it went off of our leg of our goalie. So let's go. Tachuk. Is it Tachuk or is it Catchuk? Oh, dear Lord. This is great. I was at the start. Yes. I was up at the stock market today. Bulldog, good. What's the best American Mountain Dew? Is it Bud? Well, it used to be. Sadly, they decided to go away from those good and nurtured things that the hot-blooded American males who drank that beer enjoyed. And that would include things that I often describe on charts, on stock market charts, like Tatas and things of that nature. And unfortunately, when they went away from that mainstream thought process of the American male and decided to go another direction, it was a sour puss. Oh, U.S. gets a swing right out in front of the goal, swung it around behind the goal and brought it forward, and it swung right out in front of the goal mouth. And boy, we had an opportunity right there, but it didn't go in the goal. And right now I'm going to get back to commentating here. U.S. controls the puck on their end, throws it up over their blue line, comes over the half line, then swung and swatted away back down to our end. Swings it around behind the goalie. He's being pursued by the Canadian defenseman. He runs on up. Ladies and gentlemen, the USA has the puck, and we control it at the half line, bringing it midway point. Swings it back behind the goal on the Canadian end. They settle it. Bring it back forward. It gets crossed over the blue line, the second blue line, now bringing it forward back in behind the U.S. goal. Caught in the far corner. That would be the far corner. And the U.S. defenseman had swung it out, and then now the Canadians control out front, swung to the middle and misplayed by that forward as he was breaking towards the goal, or otherwise he would have had a great opportunity there. The Canadians swipe it away as it's taken back down by the U.S. and swings it right out front. Man coming down, unguarded, shot. It's blocked by the defense player. And now the U.S. is trying to settle it at half. And now the Canadians control, bringing it back down. Canadians stop there, right across their blue line, and the U.S. end shot from a distance that swings out to the U.S., and he brings it across the half line. He's breaking towards the goal. He's got a shot from 20 feet out, throws it at the goalie. He misses, comes bouncing away back behind. He swings it back out around the end. The U.S. controls right at the point, swings it forward. It's brought down now at the blue line by the U.S. by hand clutch, and he now throws it across to the Canadians, and they're down on the U.S. end, far side, now back behind the goal. U.S. controls, comes over here. Now the U.S. brings it across the blue line, and it looks like it goes all the way down for an icing call here. So we got an icing call on U.S. There's going to be a face-off down on the U.S. end. And, man, the U.S. player broke away completely by himself and had a primo opportunity, snapped the shot, and he tried one of those, what do you call them? What kind of shot is that called? Yes. Shoot, I know what it's called, and I can't think of the name of it. It's like there's another shot, the goal by the Canadians. He feeds it off the back and swings it out front, right in front of the goal. And again, the Canadians had a great opportunity there. The U.S. now swings it all the way across to the far side and down to the far side corner, where the U.S. player loses his skate edge there for a minute. Now the U.S. and Canadians fight for it at half. Swings, the Canadians throw it down on the U.S. end. It's on the far corner down there on the U.S. end, being controlled by the Canadians. He brings it to the front of the goal face, takes a shot, more shots, and the same thing happens as the last time. The puck is still free there, and finally the U.S. Goalie does settle the puck. And there's a discussion right now with the goalie, and there's a discussion, and there's a little bit of a scrum going here right in front of the goal. A couple guys going at it a little bit. But, oh my gosh, a golden opportunity again for the Canadians. Man, that player, and again, oh my gosh, the U.S. goalie, he doesn't even see the puck is laying right next to him. And nobody else could see or find it. And he finally swats his hand down on top of it and controls the puck. Holy smokes, everyone. Slap shot, that's it. Wind up hard shot, wrist shot. Yep, quick flip. Backhand, LOL. Yeah, slap shot. I knew that was what it was called. I knew that. Yeah, quick flick. Got it. All right. Thank you. I need to know all these terms. So right now we got the U.S. player. He has it on the R end. He's bringing it forward past the half line, stolen away by the Canadians. He's got a one-on-one by the Canadian offensive player. stabbed away by the defensive men very nicely. The U.S. take it away, and he misplays the puck. It's still taken by the Canadians, and they bring it out front. The U.S. has it down on the far corner. Now it comes across the halfway point almost, and it's blocked by the Canadians. And now we've got something going on at the, it looks like we might have a face-off. Yep, there's going to be a face-off here. And so I want to thank you for being here, right here with me right now, folks. And there's my glasses. We're at a commercial break right now. I got you, bud. Just wait till we get into the slang. Yep. Maybe I need to lay off the flour. Well, listen, we're on a commercial break right now. So I don't have my sign that says be back in 5 minutes. But if you guys just hang around here for a minute, I'll be back, okay? Just give me a minute here. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Looks like the USA just got a shot on goal there. It was a long distance shot, but it did meet the glove of the Canadian goalie. I'm needing my gum. Quick flick. Gary, welcome. Gary Flame. So Canadian team has a one goal lead here. 1-0 right now. Canadians control the puck. U.S. just takes it away at the halfway line. Canada still has control. It comes down to our end of the ice, and wow, that might have been hooking, but I guess he got away with it. And right now, the U.S. has slung the puck all the way down behind the goal, and I almost called it a ball. U.S. takes another shot, swinging. It's a nice long slap shot, but I'd almost call that a draw shot or a hook shot. But it was definitely a big-time slap shot. Yep, Trump lost, LOL. Yep. What are you guys talking about, Trump losing? I got you, bud. Just wait till we get into the slang. You dummy. Trump lost, LOL. Sure. Yep. Yep. Trump lost a lot of people pursuing him. He sure did. They all lost his scent, and they couldn't track him. They couldn't bag him. He lost them in a quandary. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, at this point in the match, it looks to me like observing that the Canadians have had a lot more opportunities. They're very close calls right in front of the goal mouth. There has been a couple of U.S. opportunities. One that was just very early on in the match, where if the guy would have gotten the puck received to him just a foot closer, he was going to gather that in. And U.S. throws it down all the way down to the goalie, and he traps it. We're going to have a face-off down on the Canadian end. And, yep, a real honey ale is a great beverage. Yep. And you dummy, your name fits you perfectly if you think Trump lost anything. Trump found his way back into the White House by an overwhelming and undecisive, too big to cheat decision by the American public. And again, we're not going to talk about politics here. We're talking about the hockey match. And right now, the U.S. controls the puck and slings it all the way down. And I think it's just because they wanted to maybe switch some guys out. And so they got an icing call against the U.S. And right now, it looks like we might be going to take a head-to-head in best-on-best championships. The Canada won in 91, U.S. won in 96, Canada won in 202, Canada won in 210, and U.S. 20 in progress now, 2025. So Canada right now has a 3-1 lead over us in the last few playoffs. And so we're definitely got our work cut out for us here. But one thing that I think is interesting, listen, if we beat this team 3-1 just a few days ago, and then they happen to beat us by 1, who's really the better team? Who's really the better team? And I'll just get that point across right here to start with. If we beat them 3-1 and they beat us 1-0, what does that prove? It means 2 matches were played and we outscored them. Am I right? Shot again from way out front. U.S. end, now it's controlled by the Canadians. They throw it back down across the midway, down into the corner, on the near corner, fighting right behind the goal now. A little bit of checking going on. And the Canadians, there's something going on here. So we're going to be a face-off going on here. Got another face-off coming. Let's go USA. I hear you, man. Well, we've had a lot of USA gets it from the face-off in the center ice, slings it down into the corner, and it is on the center right behind the goalie. He swings right out in front. Shot, goal. Is it a goal? Goal U.S. Indeed, we have a U.S. goal right here, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a very nice play where the U.S. threw it right down there in behind the center of the goal net behind on the back wall. And they trapped it there, spun it around to the front, and threw it right at the face of the goal. Here it comes right here again, all the way around. U.S. gathered is right here behind, swings it around, and there's the player out at the very front. Chuck. It's Matthews, who brought it around from the back behind the net, swung it around out front, and Takchuk was out front, and he threw it into the net. Very nice score. We're even now. We're 0-0, you might say. All starting the match over again. And the U.S. brings the puck down behind their own net, controlling all the way around, and then it's U.S. controls here completely behind the net. He's zigging and zagging back there behind the net with it. Throws it out to the guy in his defensive men on the far corner. He throws it all the way down the ice, and it gets trapped there by the Canadians, who bring it back across the quarter and come across the blue line again. Now we're down on our end. Glances, and something's going on. It looks like another, what happened here? Another face-off. Man, oh man. U.S. had a great opportunity there when Matthews was able to secure the puck back behind the goal mouth, back on the backside of the goal. He brought it around on a kind of a whip around, and when he whipped it around out front of the goal, it deflected away, and the other guy, Matthews, was there to punch it in, and it was nice. So U.S. that's the kind of thing the Canadians have been doing to us this whole. When we had finally the same thing go on the other end, and we got a goal out of it. So here we are now, all tied up, even keel. And U.S. steals away here at our blue line and feeds it across the blue line. Now the halfway point, stolen away by the Canadians and thrown down. And here comes a breakaway attempt by the Canadian forward. And he circles it and throws it out front. A shot, and I mean a shot that was blocked perfectly by our goalie. But it was right directly at the goalie. It hit him nearly in the head. He put up his glove and swatted it right in front of his face. Here comes a takeaway by the U.S. He tries to center it in front of the net where one of our forwards had moved forward to. Now the U.S. steals the puck away, and we got to run down into the corner. U.S. is going to gather. He slings it down to his other pal across the ice here, the near ice. He throws it here right in front. He circles it. He brings it out and takes a shot from a 30-degree angle. It comes back across the line, center line, up in the air, and it's down at the halfway. They're swarming all around it. It gets thrown down behind the U.S. goal. Our goalie gathers it in and slings it around to the far side. Blue line coming across now, stolen by the Canadians and coming back down on our side. He brings it across into the center. He crosses the center ice back behind. The Canadian holds it behind their own blue line, brings it forward into the just crossing over with three men coming into the forward position. And the Canadians now bring it into the corner, trying to work it to their other guy who's kind of playing it out there at the point. Now it's back behind the goal. You can see him. Hey, honey bunny. Welcome. We're having a match here, the USA-Canada 1-1. And there's 50 seconds remaining in the first period. And this is probably all I'm going to do is this one period, folks, because it's going to get late here. And I think my wife needs to get some sleep.
I just want to get to that. Am I going to be on TV?
Oh, no, you're not on TV. They're looking at me. They're not watching the match.
Oh, why aren't they watching the match?
I can't show it. It's on TV. I'd get in trouble for federal copyright infringement. I'm just talking about that. I'm doing the play-by-play so that people don't have TVs can listen.
Tell them how good you would be at that with baseball.
Oh man, yeah, I could eat this alive if I was doing baseball, folks.
He's really good at baseball.
Because that's my forte is baseball. I know I could do commentation for baseball all day long. And Cheryl's always amazed how many times I say something. As soon as I say it, the commentators say the same thing, the exact same thing that I just said.
How many people are with you right now?
Not a lot. We've only got 8 left. Well, there's 11 now, so we got people coming in. But I've had up to 20, but I don't know, maybe they were looking for a live stream where you could actually watch the match and they're not here staying. But we got a lot of people that have dropped in and enjoyed what we're doing. He's a radio caster. This is freaking awesome, says Jamama. Good evening. Yes. USA at the first period ends. The buzzer has rung and the USA has knotted this up evenly. That was a very nice, well-played first period. And I want to thank you all for being here with me. I know there's not many here, so I guess this first experiment I did with trying to do broadcasting may not be enough to draw people's attention. And I understand that, but I don't care either. I thought some of you might just enjoy this together here this evening. Nothing wrong with having a Mountain Dew. Having a good time. Booty says, you're so nice. Thank you. No, you did good. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, Jack CW. Yeah, cheers, everyone. Look at all that. Look at all these hearts on the screen. Holy cow, we got heart after heart there. Thank you very much, whoever is doing that so kindly. I have a song, but I can't sing it now. Hey, Sovereign Genius. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, we're watching we're not watching the hockey match. I'm watching the hockey match, and I'm doing a live play-by-play. so people can they can not watch it with me because that would be violation of copyright, but they can listen to me tell them what's happening. And I'm I'm not really that good at it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, thank you very much, Booty Juice. Yes, indeed. And I even see some donations have come in here. So whoever is giving donations, thank you, Kate. Thank you. And do I see somebody come in here and actually put KKK? Good Lord. Remove. Adios, dumbass. That tattered flag on the wall is technically is a crime. And you are entitled to your own opinion, Troy Strokes. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That flag I think only has 48 stars on it, and it's very old, and it's been in this family for a long time, and so you can kiss it where the sun don't shine, if you know what I mean, everybody. That's Old Glory hanging up there, and the nerve of some people. But anyway, people are allowed to say whatever they want. Go ahead, talk. Just keep talking. Drinking honey ale is like one step forward, one step back. Chaotic neutral. Thank you. Brew Tank, let's go USA. Pedro Bandit, 1-0. I hear you. Chili Guy, could I get a shout out? Yeah. Hey, Chili Guy. Chill Guy. Chill Guy. Not Chili Guy, Chill Guy. Pedro Bandit, welcome. Go USA, and you can't even pronounce their names, LOL. Well, what's the matter? Is that a big deal? You know their names. In fact, since you know I'm mispronouncing them, you already know their names. So what do you care? God. The things people say, folks. Gary Edwards, Gina, welcome. Okay, who do you think will win? Well, I think the U.S. is going to win. Hey, what's up? America wins. Booty Juice, hi there. Hope you're having a good day. I sure am. Good evening there. Yes. Sovereign Indigenous. Jamama Mama, hey, he's a radio caster. This is freaking awesome. Thank you. Baseball might be your strong point, but this is great, LOL. All right, 24/7, thanks. Let's go, Fish. Yes, all right, Bad Predator. Sovereign Indigenous, thank you very much for the emojis. You're so nice. Thank you. No, you did good. Cheers to see you, Catfish. Good to see you. Whoops. Sovereign Indigenous, thank you for the hands ups and the waves. Sovereign Indigenous, that's awesome. Jamama Mama, double tap the screen to like. We appreciate the variety on your channel. Thank you very much. Luminescent Essence, I appreciate that. Brad Predator, let's talk SoFi, JJ. We will tomorrow, believe me. One more period, Cat. That's right. Yep. Kimberly, LOL. Yep. Casa Nada. Ron J. Hi, y'all. All right. Yes. Robert Symington, 9/11. What's the Third Amendment? Let me ask you something. If I could tell you every amendment that was, we got a donation that just came in. We're gonna MAGA, Bad Predator. Yep, hang on. Who just came in here? Is Jay? You cool dudes here. $5. Thank you very much. Woo, we got a donation, folks. Well, that's awful nice of you. Thank you. Yep, and thank you. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But thank you, Jama Mama. I like that a lot. Okay, away by mistake. So fantastic. Thank you very much. Going back in here, Ron J. Hi, all y'all. What's the Third Amendment? We gonna MAGA so strong. Trump 2025. Am I right? That's right. I want to start our betting poll. Start our betting pill. Okay. Kimberly says, I want to start our betting pill. Okay. Trump 2025. That's the best part. 24/7. Him not knowing this stuff is the best part. The haters, the trolls. Yes, that's right, Kimberly. Bad Predator, Trump 2025. Michael O'Banion, good evening, Michael. Gary Inwards, make Kim and I mods tomorrow. We'll throw the bums out. All right. Booty Juice, do you work or you look like a Hulk? Do you work out? No, I don't work out, but I work. I do a lot, and I'm still capable of definitely. Actually, I can still do a full extension push-up. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but it's doing a push-up with your hands and your feet on the ground and nothing else. And you put your arms straight out and your feet straight out, and then you just do a push-up using your hands and your off your feet. I got it on video on YouTube. You can see it. Look it up. Full extension push-up. So thank you very much, Jamama. I appreciate that very much. I'm trying to figure out a way now to, there it is. I definitely appreciate your donation to the channel. I like your channel since you actually read our comments. Yes, I do. You definitely be jimming. Gary Inwards, boom. All right, thank you for that donation. Holy cow, and you guys will be added to the tank drawing for these donations. And Ed Word didn't read mine. Ron J, a 1-to-1, whatever that means. And since I can't make it out, I'm afraid I have to get rid of it. So you have to say stuff that's intelligent. You have to say intelligent stuff. All right, I'm sorry. Oh, Gary, so nice of you. Yep. And by the way, I want you to know some people were buying, have been buying memberships. And they bought like yesterday, we had a gentleman buy 10 people memberships onto my channel. Isn't that cool? And so we're up to about 140 members right now on this channel. Hockey score is Canada 1, USA 1. 1-1. First period is over. The score is 1-1. You rule, dude. Keep keeping on. All right. Thank you, Jama Mama. I appreciate that. Honey, we got contributions coming in here for this. We're making some money. I can't believe it.
Do you have a beer in the freezer? Or
I sure do. I got a very ice cold. It's not that. It's a Mountain Dew, honey.
Mountain Dew? Can I move it over? Because I need to get to the ice.
Yes, you can move the Mountain Dew over. Oh, well, thank you for all of those hearts and the smiles, everybody that's got those streaming on. If you get 30 likes, chug a Mountain Dew. All right.
Chug a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I might have to chug one too if you get that.
If I get 30 likes, we'll chug a Mountain Dew. We've got 23 likes already on so I think we're going to, I don't know. People, hey, she said, I'll take the challenge. It's better than eating my shorts, right?
Oh my God, guys.
So listen, your wife seems so nice. Tell her we said hi. She is. She's the sweetest thing in the world. We got to get my guy to 30 likes, Rick Butts. Thank you guys. And I'll refrain from odd words. Thanks. This is fun, man. We're having some fun here tonight. The USA, they're interviewing the gentleman here that scored the goal. I think this is going to be Matthews. No, this is Kachuk. Yeah. Yep.
Hey.
His brother's last name is Mustard. This is like, I mean, it's not his brother really. It's the Hatfields and the McCoys. It's the Kachucks and the Mustards. They're family adversaries. Love Miss Cat. Yeah, me too. Thank you, everybody. Please, Miss Catfish, let him finish the game. Miss Catfish, they're begging you to let me finish the game. Honey, the people here are begging me to let me finish the game. She's not listening to me, folks. Hey, look, they got those boners out there. They got those ice Zamboners. I got that technical term early on. Who was it that said he was going to make sure I had the nomenclature and all the he said he'd help me out with the lingo. He said he'd help me out with hockey lingo, and I thought they were Zambulus or whatever they were. But he made sure and he let me know early on they were Zamboners. So we just saw two of those out on the ice. Zamboner, yeah, Rick Butts.
Right? Right? I hope you sleep good tonight. Yeah, you have.
Well, I'm glad.
I noticed it already.
I'm glad I have the technical expertise of the people on this channel.
No, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. There's one open in the bathroom.
LOL, Zamboni. Y'all seem like such kind souls. We are. We're very, very kind. We're as kind as can be. We're as kind lasses as what was, and we're as friendly as we can be to everybody out there in the world. If you happen to be from Ireland, we want to say thank you for being here with us today to have a nice cold Mountain Dew with us out there. Ah, that's right, me friends. Almost a chug time. I hear what you're saying, Rick Butts. We have a good time here on this channel, and we make a lot of money day trading. Come on over and check us out in the morning tomorrow, 8:48 a.m. We'll start streaming, and then we kick it at 9:30, and we wait for them to drop stocks that have gone way up, and we buy them at the bottom, and then they hopefully go up. Most of the time they do for us. We do good. I think you all would all agree, especially you SoFi buyers that have been buying with me, and the price was in the 7s and 8s, and now we're at 16. And I think you're happy. I think most of y'all are happy. I hope you are. And we'll keep it going, folks. We'll have other stocks, and SoFi is going to go to the numbers I keep telling you it will. It's just going to have its catches, and you're seeing the volatility get bigger and bigger with smaller volume, and I told you that was coming. Not that we're going to talk about stocks right now, but man, SoFi is going to be a gold mine for us to play these swings, these big swings. They're going to be big, folks. They're going to be big. That's why so many institutions are taking up both long and short positions right now, because they're going to play this big swing action. Yeah, Bad Predator says, I retired on SoFi. Yeah, there you go. We're talking like a limerick. My friends. On vacation into Ireland in May. Any advice? Well, what I'd say for you, my friend, is of course, you're going to want to take a good bit of time there in Dublin and make sure you see the Guinness brewery if you happen to be into drinking beer at all. And you'll see yourself. I was there during an Irish holiday called St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure all of us have heard of it before. And I had a great time there at the brewery. And they were announcing even a new beer that day while I was there. Cold as shit it was that day. Cold enough to freeze your little nippies off. And but I like the Irish folk a lot. You'll enjoy every bit of it. So be cautious that the roads are quite narrow when you get out there in the bayous and the back streets and so forth. And you might even hit your mirror on a car as you pass it around once in a while. It takes a bit to get used to driving on that side of the road. Are you renting a car while you're there? Because if you're renting a car, you got to get used to how it all works there. What's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with me, my friends. I've got everything right about me tonight. I'm feeling great. I just happen to once in a while talk like other folks. You know, it's just what me does from time to time. It's switching up my character. I'm supposed to be entertaining people. If you can't take entertainment, what are you doing here? Don't waste your time. You should move along. Get on down the road there, lassie. I'm not making fun of the Irish. I love the Irish. They're the kindest people in the world. And they'll bring you in and open their arms. They'll bring you right to their table and say, come over here, American, and drink a beer with me. I'll buy one for you. I know the Irish folk, and I love them to death. I'm Irish, I am indeed. My family's last name is Self. And my great-great-great-grandfather is from Ireland, so I can say what I want. And you can kiss me ass, Edward, okay? whoever you are. I don't give a damn what you think about me Irish accent. I got Irish in me blood. And my ass would kick your little ass right now if I could get my hands on you for saying something like that. But instead, what I'll do is I'll say goodbye to you forever. And you're now hidden because you are the weakest link. Goodbye. See, I'm like fairy dust. I just hit you with me Irish fairy dust, and poof, you're just gone. I'm a leprechaun. You saw that, Gary. Weren't we talking about Jeremy? You said one you didn't like was CELH, LOL. Luminescence says, we all love your accents. Yeah. Well, you also like me magic I can do. Did you just see me like magic Lucky Charms, what I just did there with that one there? Poof, he was gone. And poof, like a mushroom. Poof, he was gone. A powerful mushroom. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're going to start this match here. We're going to talk in the Irish folk, okay? Even if we frustrate some people, we're going to talk Irish now. Here we are, center off at center ice. The puck's thrown back towards the Canadians. Forget it. We're not going to do that, folks. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to talk like I should talk. Here we go. We got to keep it down a little bit. Got to keep it down. So right now it's swung down here on the U.S. end. And the U.S. is trying to protect. The Canadian brings it out front, swings it out front with a slap shot from center, blocked by the U.S. defenseman, held now at center ice, thrown down by the American behind the Canadian goal. Goalie attends it right on around the corner, feeds it up the left side, far side. Now it brought over to the near side, swings back over to the blue line. Canadians are control. Got one man out front trying to run against three U.S. defenders. And now the U.S. has control of the puck. Canadian steals it away there, right over the U.S. blue line. Swings down in the U.S. near corner. He tries to control it there, get it around. Swings out to a Canadian that's standing out there on the point. Swings back to the same Canadian and swings it across the center. Takes a shot like the very first shot they scored a goal on, where he squared to the center area and threw it. And here we got another chance by the Canadians throwing it at the goal. It was wide right of the goal. Now we've got it bringing across by the U.S., across the blue line, back to the midway point. They're having a scrimmage on it, over it. They're scrumming back and forth. It breaks free. The puck flies all the way to the other side of the court there at the center line is where it's gathered by the Canadian. He brings it back across the U.S. blue line, shoots at the goal wide right, about 3 feet wide of the pole. Squared back around by the Canadian. He throws it back by the U.S., behind the U.S. goal. Canadians are switching out players. And they're all switching out, I guess. Now we see the U.S. players are, one of them switching out, I can see over there. And now it's brought and controlled to the center ice by the United States. He throws it all the way down to the far end behind the goal there. Gets controlled by the Canadians, comes out to the point. It's thrown up into the front, about 20 feet in front of the net. He hands it down with his hand, gloves it down, and then swings it all the way down on the other end, and it falls back behind the goal. And it's being controlled now by the Canadians and the U.S. switching it back and forth. It gets to the U.S., brings it across the halfway line. U.S. in control. One of the Canadians has lost a stick, or the U.S. player. I'm not sure which. It was U.S. And then something's calling up here. We got a face-off coming. Got a face-off coming right here. Then we got a guy who's down and injured. The injured player is Skyler. I couldn't make it out, folks. All right, so anyway, we've got this going on still. How many folks we got here with us? Yeah, we got 15 folks having fun. All right. Can Ace, can Tay-Tay get a shout out? Sure, why not? Ian McGeehan, hey, thanks for the laughters. See, I certainly did. I don't like Celsius, the drink. Alakazam, there you go, Luminescent Essence. Yep. Cat, CELH for tomorrow morning. It's up big. Okay, thank you. Why is it up? I didn't read, but they released something about Q4 earnings 3 hours ago. CELH, all right, CELH. CELH. Remind me in the morning. Must have been good. It's a shitty product. It reminds me of the Tattoo Chef Pick. Crappy product. I don't mind it first time I had it was when I was North Carolina this summer. Went to NASCAR team, its sponsors, and they gave me a free Calcius. How do you like it? It was better than I thought it would be. Are you still buying some SoFi? I'm always buying SoFi. Every day it's on its low, I buy it. And the next day I sell it at the next day's high. I want to buy some Hood. Yeah, Hood's really been excelling, but SoFi is going to be the one that has the most upside potential from here, in my opinion. I think some of those have already made their big runs and scale ups, and it's our turn now. And before that runs up, they're going to try one last pull down, which might have been today, for all I know. All right. Now we're back on the playing surface. We've got 16 minutes remaining here in this period, and we're in the second period. U.S. controls the puck and slings it all the way down on the far side. It goes down all the way, gets controlled by the U.S. It's stolen away by the Canadians, and they only have one man coming forward now. Puck is all the way down behind the U.S. goal now and brought out front and shot point blank from 4 feet away, and he missed. Blocked well by the U.S. goalie. Now brought to center ice and slung out. Shot and a just wide of the pole. Shot from right out front I'm talking 4 inches from hitting the pole itself. Then it gets brought back down into center ice. They tussle around. Now it's tossed back down in behind the U.S. goal, controlled by the U.S. defenseman. He brings it across the blue line, slings it down, taking over the blue line of the Canadians, and then they take control. They throw it at center ice. There's a player there swinging it from the outside, and wow, we got the puck flying all over the place, and it's now down on the Canadian end. Comes to the goalie, he centers it, brings the control right behind the net. The Canadians have it, throwing it across to the near side. It's down in the corner, near side corner, still on Canadian end. Throws it all the way down, bounces off the border wall, and then comes out to the U.S. end. It's back behind on the far side. The U.S., they center it to the center ice. It's right in the center, and then thrown forward into the U.S. area. Back behind the goal again, near side. He swings it down around the corner. It's not any icing here, so it goes back behind the Canadian. The goalie controls it. It's given to the Canadian defenseman. He throws it on down the other end, and now the U.S. goalie controls it. He swings it to his man on the far side, comes to the center, and the U.S. controls now, crossing the blue line, coming across the halfway line. He's checked right off his feet. He throws it to the far end of the ice. It comes back behind the net, and now the U.S. controls down in the corner, near corner. Swung out to the point man. He takes a shot. He gets another shot. It bounces off. It's all over the place, bouncing around. He's lucky it didn't go in the goal. There was many attempts there to slap it in, and the puck then it comes off the Canadian player and goes into the crowd, and we're going to see a face-off down here on the Canadian end. And the U.S. had a really, they had oh man, the Canadians have just such an opportunity there to throw it in from point blank. I'm telling you, 3 feet away, and then another opportunity that, holy cow, I don't know how he didn't get that in the goal. I mean, then we just got lucky there, folks. We got lucky right there. Oh, my goodness, we got lucky there. Whew. Now we got the face off. It comes away. The U.S. controls, throws it right out in front of the ice. So oh my gosh. He flipped it back on the backhand. Now it comes to the U.S. He steals it away, throws it across the goal mouth. It's being controlled down now by the U.S. to the center ice and stolen away by the one Canadian. He's got breaking to the center. He loses control of the puck. U.S. takes control down on our end in our corner here, in the near corner. Throws it back behind the net, and the U.S. controls back behind their own net. Slings it to the far side corner. U.S. guys checked off the puck. It crosses the halfway point and comes down across the line, and we got a tussle going on, and the gloves are coming off. We got some slinging and swinging going on here, slinging and swinging. And, yep, got a little bit of a fracas going on here between Takchuk, and we got a couple of them going at it there. But nobody injured, nobody hurt, nobody really going at it, just some half-hearted effort there. Canadians lead on shots, 14 to U.S., 11 shots on goal here at this point in the second period, 14 minutes, 13 seconds left. And I want to thank you for being here with me. If you're not able to watch it, and I guess you're just listening, congratulations. Bro is commentating. LOL, the poll. Yeah, the post, the poll. What you drinking, Catfish? Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. I'm sorry, I always confuse it. This is actually mellow yellow. Mellow yellow. You can tell the difference, the coloration. Mellow yellow. Yep. Hey, listen, if you can't listen to a Southern person announce this and decipher what he's calling stuff, it's your own problem, folks. So right now we've got the control of the puck, center ice right on the blue line, throws it down all the way behind the Canadian to the Canadian end. They control it and throw it back down the far side. Now the U.S. swings it all the way across near side, crosses the blue line, and we got another tussle going. And the gloves, oh my, oh, everybody wants to get fun here and have fun. Everybody wants to have fun. Oh, they're punching each other, little chest shoving, little bucking up there a little bit. Oh, they're talking the talk, walking the walk. Ah, Mountain Dew is class M8. Sorry, I thought it was a beer. No, this is Yellow Mellow. Yes, Mellow Yellow. Matter of fact, it's empty right now, so I'm going to have to go get another score right now. 1-1, about 13 and a half minutes left in the second period. I've got to go get another Mountain Yellow. I'll be right back. What happened to oh. Whoa. Oh, man. Must be time for my spray on my nose. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's get back at it here. 13:52 remaining right now. And, hold on. Gary Edwards. I don't know what you're saying. 1-1. The yellow is mellow. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, the puck is down on the U.S. end, right behind the goal, far corner, slung around, now back behind the goal again, brings all the way down and goes all the way to the other end. Icing is called. Going to be a face-off on the U.S. end. And remember, folks, whenever you're pouring a mellow yellow, you really don't want to go beyond that nickel head, okay? Try to keep that nickel head going. You don't want to go beyond that. And when you pour that nickel head, folks, you'll have it right to the top of the glass there, see? And that's what you want. It keeps the gases trapped in the beer. Catfish, you're on late. Yes, we're talking commentation of the hockey match for the U.S. and Canada. People that don't have it on their televisions can listen to me talk about it. And I don't know half of the jargon, and I kind of mess things up, but I'm pretty good at it. So here we go. The U.S. is on their end right now. Puck is right out in front of the goal pretty much, and then slung down into the far corner. They're tussling for it there in the far corner. Now it's being muscled down by the U.S. and swung out wide, brought across the blue line down on the Canadian end, and then some checking there down against the board, and brought out, and the U.S. controls, throws it out to the point, swings it out to the center, takes a shot, it's deflected, and the U.S. gets it back, takes a shot, goal, U.S. takes another goal, U.S. A nice shot was right out front in the, I have to say he was about 5-6 feet away from the goalie where he took his shot off from the right side, was glanced off of the pad, came back into the center and was deflected back out front, and then it was just picked up by the U.S. forward, and he slung it on in. There's the shot. The first shot was really close to going in, and then a play by, I can't make his name out. Yep. Chakchuk was right there, the one that was tying things up in front of the goal and blocking the vision of the goalie. And then I can't tell who it was that actually came in and made fired the shot that got the goal, but it went in. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goal by the U.S. right there. So we have a 2-1 lead now with 12 minutes, 21 seconds left. And right now, the puck being handled by the U.S. down on their end. And then they're playing with it right at the center line right now. Slung back down behind the U.S. goal and into the near corner. Then they're following it down the U.S. line. It was brought up out 3-on-3. U.S. has it right out in front, swings it down into the corner, throws it out in front of the goal mouth. It comes behind the goal. Controlled now by the Canadians. Down on the Canadian, he throws it all the way down diagonally, and it's safe, so there's no icing called. And then it comes back down behind the U.S. goal, now over in the far corner. Brought over again behind to this near corner down low against the boards. U.S. steals it away, controls the puck. There's going to be a switch out by the Canadians. They're switching out right now. Everybody's switching out. U.S. controls center ice down on our end, crossing the blue line now, brings it to the center. He brings it to the near board that's stolen away by the Canadian defense. And then now it's right at center ice, bouncing around center ice and thrown down now to the far corner behind the Canadian goalie, now coming to the near corner behind the Canadian, still on the Canadian end, still against the board behind the goal. And there's a push down, and they're fighting it out here. And there's going to be a penalty right here, folks, I think. No, they're going to call it a face-off. And he's going to also call a penalty here, I believe. And we may see a Canadian power play. I'm not sure. Tripping. 2-minute penalty. Oh, man. Well, it is what it is, folks. Instead of sling or throws, Cat, the term they use is shoots. Jake Sanderson, goal. 2-1. USA leading right now. 1:50 left in the power play. Here they bring it forward across the center ice, stabbed away by the defense of the U.S. players. Brings it over here, right over to the near board, right out on the point. He's going to take it out to the center and then throw it to the far end on the board. He brings it back to the center, out deep, a long distance shot that went wide. It may have been, I don't know what's called here, face off. There's 1:27 left in the power play. Okay, here we go. Face off right now. Comes back to the point. He swings it out to the center. The Canadians control. Right now it comes back. The Canadians still control. Someone's stick is broken. The U.S. defensive man has stick broken. There's a stick broken. The referee picks up the broken stick off the ice. The defensive man has no puck. He's playing with his feet, and he just blocked with his feet. He actually just blocked and then controlled with his feet the puck and sent it over to his other man who slapped it and slung it all the way down. And there's now 1 minute left on the power play, and it's down on the Canadian end. All players have their sticks back in their hands. And here we are. The Canadians bring it all the way down. Still, we got 5-on-4 going here, swinging it over to the far end. Now out front, he's going to take it over to the far end again. He takes a shot, missed, out front. It's right in front of the goal. It's brought back behind the goal. They swing it out to the point again here on the near corner. He swings it to the far corner, back to the center. Now the far corner. Now he swings it out to behind the goal, over the net to the side. He swings right out front, and he's got it out front. He swings it to the near front area, stabbed away by the U.S., and they're going, running. He's got a chance here. He comes at the net. He's got one on the far side, shot by the U.S., deflected by the goalie who sprawled out and took a body shot off that. U.S. still controls and takes another shot. And I think it was caught right there by the Canadian goalie. He's holding it in his mitt, I believe. And wow, what an opportunity. Oh yeah, that guy's shot was, the reason the guy's stick broke was because he put his stick down and he broke, and then he made a block with his foot. He actually played in play with his foot, which was fabulous. U.S. controls, and then man, a nice slap shot by the U.S. Front. Jack Eichel is. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, power play is over, basically. 5 seconds left, and it's down on the Canadian end. 2 seconds left, and the power play just ended, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. controls the puck. They have it at their own half line. The U.S. is driving. 2 men down. Looks like, man, what a nice check there by the U.S. Player on the Canadian against the board down in the near corner. Now it's being crossed all the way to the far side and back down the Canadian end. Icing is called. Oh. There is 8 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the second period. Hope you're enjoying this. Instead of sling or throws, cat term, they're using the shoots or fired or shot. He fires it out to the rear area. Yep, shot out. Okay. Fires. Okay, fires. Man, maybe I'll start some new catchphrases for the whole hockey business. I mean, why can't we sling the thing, or why can't we yank it? I think yank it sounds good. He yanks it back. Yeah. Oh, now with U.S. breaks away, going down across the other blue line on their end, takes a shot from about 40 feet out, and it's retained by the Canadian goalie. And now we got something going on here. Somebody's head, they're fighting, I guess. Well, there's something going on. Look like their uniforms got hooked together or something. Their head uniforms. Kind of crazy. Something weird happened in there. Not sure what happened. Well, we're going to go to commercial break, everybody. Commercial break. Check it out. Make Canada the 51st state again. Again. He hurts it all over the boards. It's better when cat don't know what terms are. Yeah. Some people say that's why they're here. They're here for the flavor, for the catfish flavoring. It has a, yeah, the complexities. I've been laughing my ass off listening to the whole stream. Well, that's good. I'm glad. This is a lot of fun. I'm having fun doing it. I know there's not a lot of people here with us, but hey, we've almost got 30 likes. Somebody said I'd have to chug a beer if I got 30 likes. Hey, I got to get up in the morning, people. This match is going to take me past my normal bedtime. Man, it's been this last couple of days of trading's been rough, man. They've been hitting us hard. Been trying to take everybody out. Trying to scare us out. Showing now Mike Sullivan, the Team USA head coach. And he's doing a little go-get-'em speech before the match, I guess. And came in and told them how they've been doing an unbelievable job so far. So he's there right behind him there, and he's pulling all the right strings, apparently. U.S. is up 2-1, 8:35 left in the second period. Well, thank you for being with us. And here is the control taken by the Canadians down on their end. They throw the puck all the way down. I'm sorry, they don't throw it. They shoot it all the way down to the other end. And, yep. And now it's shot down to the other end. And it's being controlled by the goalie down there. Backhand of the goalie to one of his men who flips it forward. And then he controls the Canadian along the board, takes a shot, glances off the U.S. glove of the goalie and goes right up. And we've got a tussle going. Got a little tussle here, a little backhand of a little bit of, oh yeah. And we got fans, little kid beating on the glass. He's having a blast, man. He's 12 years old and he's going berserk. Almost like that kid you see that takes his shirt off in the stands and starts swinging it around for the, I don't remember who he was cheering for. San Diego, I think. Not sure who it is. He's had millions of views and he's famous. He's mad, crazy. Jumps up. So they're having a good match here right now. There are now 8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period here. And is it, you hit 30. I was the 30 like. No, it says 29 right here. I see 29. I don't want to chug a beer either. I gotta pace myself. I'm not young and crazy anymore. I'm 63 years old. Jeez, I'm gonna be 64 in about 3 months, 2 months. Oh gosh, folks, I'm just curious. When I get old, and oh my gosh, I don't know how they didn't score a goal here. I'm not going to sing. We're going to get this, man, the Canadians had a great opportunity right there. I don't know how the puck didn't end up in the net. I really don't. I just don't see how they didn't get in the net. Now the Canadian, there's icing has been called, I believe. Yep, there's a face-off on here. I have no idea how this puck was shot from way out center ice, came right in front of the net. I mean, right in front of the net. And the guy was just, so close. It was just stabbed away at the last second, man, by the U.S. player. But, man, that was a golden opportunity for Canada, and they missed it. And, we're at 31 now. All right, you guys. Cheers, everyone. Delicioso. Mellow yellow. Dun, 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 dun. Mellow yellow. 24/7 says, yeah, we can't keep up with you little young Thundercats these days. Hey, listen, I can still pull an all-nighter. Last year, me and Brew Tank Outdoors were going to stay up all night, and we planned it in advance, and something happened with Brew Tank. He wasn't there, but I stayed up all night with all these other guys and gals, and we partied all night long until earnings came out the next morning. Yep. Went all night long, and then we had the earnings come out the next day. And right now, folks, it's 7 minutes, 16 left in the match. And I'm probably just going to go through the second period. And then I'm just to get some rest tonight. I think I'm going to call it a night. And just so I don't keep up everyone in the house, too, because it's getting a little bit late here. And we've had A lot going on here the last 2 days, as you already know. Oh, U.S. just had a great chance right here, and the U.S. still has a good opportunity. Huh. Right now, we're seeing the puck is being controlled by the U.S. down on our end, and very harassing Canadian player trying to just pester the heck out of the U.S. guy, but he just leaves him in the dust and brings it all the way down to the other end, throws it out front. We've got people falling all over. Amazing how quickly he got back up on his feet. Okay, the U.S. Has relinquished the puck. It's down to the other end, and now it's going to be the U.S. taking control and bringing it down across the blue line. Right now, they're scrummaging for it right here at the blue line, and it's controlled now by Canada. Then the U.S. takes it. It's down on the Canadian end and down into the far Canadian corner, now to the near Canadian corner. All right, and now being taken by the Canadians down all the way across the blue line, and the U.S. steals it away, passes it to the halfway point where it's stolen, and we've got a 3-on-3. Canadians can break free goal. Canada 2-2. We've got a tie match. 2-2. Paul Seiss, make Kamala sober again. Hey there, Darius D. Big hi from Russia with love. Is Trump the little horn? Don't know what that means. We're back in the game. Yep, Gary, you're back in the game. Yep. It's not over yet. Oh man. All right, the puck comes down on the U.S. end. 5 minutes, 52 seconds. And we got control of the puck down on the U.S. end. Looks like there's going to be a face-off down on the U.S. end here. Yep, he just got a chance there and drove right at the goalie and then put it up on the upper shelf there, left side. Yeah. Matthew Scott, that is, I'm not sure why you're here, but that certainly isn't going to be tolerated by me. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Holy cow. I think we have someone here by the name of Hi Lopez. I think that's the name. Hi Lopez. Welcome. Hi. Or hello, Jay. I'm not sure which it is. Gary Inward says, but I could be wrong. Yep. Time will tell. This match is far from over. But since I just had to chug that last one, I'm going to have to get another Mountain Dew. I mean, Mellow Yellow. Okay, let's get back out of here. U.S. actually leading 18 and 17 shots, 18 to 17 in shots. U.S. has one more shot at the goal, so we're about pretty even on shots. And so pretty square there. Canada controls right now, breaking down, taking a shot from distance, blocked by the U.S. goalie and slung down into the near corner. Now right behind the goal, and the Canadian player has lost his stick, using his feet trying to control, but he's lost his stick. And now the U.S. has it and controls it right down there behind the U.S. goal. And he just holding it there, crosses it over to the far side where they decide to start bringing it down the ice, and it's still controlled by the U.S. Breakaway by the, oh man, and I tell you what, he missed the feed to his other player. That was close right there. That was close. We can't make mistakes like that. We cannot make mistakes like that right there. That'll cost us. We got lucky right there, folks. We got lucky. Nickel head, everybody. Wow, we got lucky that they didn't put one in the net right there on us too. That was fortunate for us, a good break for us. And right now, the Canadian guy on the face-off is called out, and we got another guy coming in. And I don't know why they get called out, for what kind of offense they get called out for doing, but swinging too early or whatever they do. Swiping too early. Premature swipulation. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S. controls down on their end, coming across the blue line, brought all the way down, flipped off the wall, and goes back down into the far corner behind the net, being controlled now by the Canadians. They bring it down across the blue line and across into the U.S. territory, stolen away by the U.S. defenseman. He slings it all the way on goal. Goalie covers it up and controls. It's going to be a face-off down on the Canadian end. And there's 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second period. Well, I just want to say I'm glad your president is not giving $1 to Ukraine, not like our government, Trudeau. Oh, yeah, it's over for that. He's going to end the war there. They're going to end it. They've got to, man. There's just too much senseless killing there. It's just ridiculous. It's a war that can never be won. Might as well end it now because it can never be won by either side. So right now the Canadians control the puck and take a shot from way out, blocked by the defender off his body. And now the U.S. is pushing to drive it all the way down, and the U.S. player steals it away, swings it back behind the goal where there's two U.S. players. They lose control of it, gets away from them. Now it's crossed the blue line over into the midsection, and we got a U.S. player getting run over, completely steamrolled. And they both, the Canadians are switching out right now, changing sides, and now we got a face-off coming. Got a face-off. So Tkachuk is not feeling well, apparently. Got a bit of an injury and has not been in. He's been out he was 7 minutes ago was the last time Tkachuk was in. Or Tkachuk. I'm not sure if he's Tkachuk or I'm not sure. Right now the Canadians control the puck, bringing it across the center and down into our end of the ice. And now it comes back across the blue line all the way down diagonally. And we got an icing call or something like that. Nope. Nope, it's still in play. The puck is still in play. There's no call at all. They're fighting for it at the center ice line, fighting for it here at the near board, center ice, right at the line, checked right there by the U.S. on the Canadian, into the board. And now the U.S. controls down on their end, feeding it 3-on-3. and brought down in the corner where the U.S. players checked off of it. And now the Canadians have broken it over the center line. They're fighting for it. We got a whistle blown here. Face off. 2:52 to go in the second period. But we are going to win. People get involved with the drama of like WWF wrestling. Just go with the ketchup like earlier. Yes, ketchup. Well, I think it sounds good. And like I said, his adversary and the family of the ketchups is the mustards that are, it's like the Hatfields and the McCoys. It's the ketchups and the mustards. And wherever he's from, there in Hungary, then the little village of wherever it is, they have ketchups and mustards. And right now it's down on the U.S., has it down on the Canadian end, and now brought to the center, and a shot that bounced off the backboard to far right of the goal. And now the U.S. Is still got a guy down there. I love it. He's pestering the heck out of the Canadian down there, and ties up a lot of time right there. And there is now, right now, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left here in this period, the second period, all tied up. We're knotted up 2-2. And the U.S. now bringing the puck, stolen away by the Canadian, and a chance right in front of the goal. Thank goodness it was played to the side by the goalie who stabbed it away. Now it's brought out to the front. It's right on the point. Takes it to the far corner. He throws it into the center, comes off the sideboard, and it's still in Canadian control as he swings it all the way across around the front of the horn, if you will, and then it comes into control by the U.S. They flip it on down to the far side, and it's going to be a U.S. switching out right there, and almost caught in a transition right there, but we're good. U.S. now has control down on our end, brings it across the blue line, swings it right up and flips it into the corner, down to the near corner, and they're tied up in the corner right there, locked up, and now it comes away. The Canadians have it, and they're running the other way. We have 1:22 left in the period. It comes to the our end of the ice and swung across the front. A goal shot. It was a very lazy shot that didn't really catch all of the puck and was kind of drifting towards the net. Then it was swung wide by the goalie, and now down here by the U.S. clearing out of their zone and coming down into the Canadian zone across the blue line. They feed it around behind the goal, and it comes to the near board, and he swings it all the way back down to the far end, bounces off the board, trying to be controlled in the corner behind the net. And it is controlled by the Canadians. They have it now. Now back to the U.S., and a breakaway here. We've got a 2-on-2, U.S. in control, shot from 40 feet out, and it was controlled by the U.S., by the Canadian goalie. I do believe he has made a catch here. And we're going to have a face-off. Yeah, a real nice hard check by the U.S. player there on the Canadian down there behind the goal. And there was a shot right there that was close. A good opportunity for the Canadians. And then here's a shot that was deflected high and went out of the. All right, so here we are down on the Canadian end. We got a face-off. And the face-off is on, broken up, and someone was whistled. 42 seconds left on the clock here. Here's the face-off again, dropping the puck. 3, 2, 1. It's on. We have control of it. U.S. has control. He brings it out to the center, takes a shot from the center. It's deflected, taken over by the Canadian. He's running it down past the halfway point and across the blue line in the U.S. end, stolen away. The U.S. has it. Now at the midway point, right at the line, here we go. U.S. end right now, and a shot on the U.S. goal missed. The Canadian picked it up, and if he hadn't misplayed it, he'd had a chance to swipe it around in front of the goal and take a shot. But no, now it's 13 seconds left. They're trying to get a shot off. It's down in the far corner. He feeds it back to the point. He takes a slap shot, and it comes back behind the goal now, and it swung with a backhand right in front of the goal mouth, and fortunately there wasn't anybody there to put it in, and that's it. That's the end of the second period. Woo, wow. Tell me why I can't kiss my... All right, Trip Leatherman, you're out of here. You are the weakest link. There's a lot of weirdos out there, people. No offense, but we are going to win. Hi, hi, Lopez. Do you have any, down in Florida, they make a sport. It's named after you, perhaps. They call it high lie. Have you ever heard of that? I was wondering, or were you named after the sport? I'm not sure which, but it's spelled that way, Jai. I called some friends one time and said, let's go watch some high lie. I've never seen it before in person. So we went down to watch it, and I watched the first three matches, and I saw some good players that were in the teams. And then I saw that they were going to have they were individuals, and I saw which team, the guys that won, and two of the guys that won were going to play on a team. And so I picked those two guys to win on the next one. I won $220. And it was purely by luck because I didn't know what I was doing betting when I got up there. He says, you want to box that? And I said, yeah, box it. And I paid about $12 for the bet, which I thought was $6, but because I boxed it, it was 12. And when I got back with the ticket and handed it to him, he says, I bet you've been waiting all week for this one. And I said, oh yeah, and next thing I know, I walked away with 220 or $240. And I said, let's go, everybody. So we just walked out of there and went across the street, and I bought everybody dinner and drinks. High lie. I love it. And my friend who had gone with me, I told him to bet for the same two, and he went and got in a different line. When he got up to the counter to pay, the guy didn't ask him if he wanted to box. Thank goodness that guy asked me if I wanted to box, meaning that it didn't matter the order that they came in, trifecta. You could box it, and they could come in any order, and that's how I won so much. I'm having mellow yellow light. And it's 10 o'clock right now. So I guess this match is probably going to end around 11 o'clock. And I don't know if I can keep going that late. I got to get up early, people. Yeah, highlight. Pale pinkish humanoid knows. How are things going over there across the ocean? Pale pinkish humanoid. You're still overseas, right? Hello, Amir Hussein Amiri. Amir Hussein Amiri. Yeah, I was stoked seeing you on this late. D. Will, all right. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm doing a little bit of streaming about the hockey match tonight between Canada and the U.S. I just thought I'd do it for the fun of it and see if anybody wanted to hang out with me and watch the hockey match and talk about it. And we got some, where are you from, man? I'm from Florida originally, but going back beyond that time, I was just a little glimmer in my, I don't know what's happening here. My internet is getting disconnected. So I'm going to, if I have that continued problem, I'm going to disconnect my settings. So I'm going to have to definitely keep it down here. But folks, I think I'm going to probably end this stream right now. Stocks by day, sportscaster by night. Yep. D. Will, have a good night, Tank. Family dinner time for me. Peace and love. All right, we got you, D. Will. Well, listen, I'm going to get out of here too. I've gone through 2 periods. It's all knotted up. It's going to be a close one down here to the end, but for the sake of my entire family and everyone here, and me even getting to bed at a decent hour, I'd like to stay up longer, but I think I'm going to call it a night. And we've got 10 people here, and I'm sorry to have to let all 10 of you down. And if we had hundreds, it would be a different story, believe me. But this was just kind of trial to see how it might go if people wanted to listen to me commentate the silly hockey match that I don't even know how the terminology, but I'm having fun. It was fun. I enjoyed your presence with me here, but I think I'm going to get a call tonight and enjoy the last period just watching. Yep, that's been the best part for me. Yep, it's a championship game. Yes, it is. This is the final between the United States and Canada in the Four Nations tournament. You not knowing the terms and making up your own. Yep, great. Thank you. Well, I hope that the U.S. ends up pulling it off, but for you Canadians that are viewers in Canada, may the best team win, all right? I'm going to say farewell and good night to you guys, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully have whoever you're rooting for wins, okay? Yep. Laying gears. All right. Holy cow, I can't believe all these people starting to come in right now when I'm getting ready to say farewell. I've been doing the commentation for the hockey match between the United States and Canada, and I'm not allowed to show it here, but I'm just doing the commentation. I'm telling everybody the play-by-play. And I've done pretty well, and we've had a lot of help from other people who gave me the right jargon, the words I'm supposed to be saying. So I'm trying to get better at what I'm doing in my commentation and learning. But yes, God bless America. That's right. That's right. That's right. Emil Hussein Hamadi. Thank you for that. It's good. Looks like they're getting ready to pretty soon here get back on the ice and finish up this match. And it's fun to see the enthusiasm in the crowd, especially this little youngster they're showing now. He's totally a USA fan. Look at that grit and determination. Yeah, it's good to be here with all of you. And I guess it's really not that late, is it? 10:15. Gonna have to keep it down, that's for sure, if I talk any more here. I guess I'll just wait until I at least finish my mellow yellow with you, right? Yep. Yep. It's Zumboner and shot and shoot. Yes, that's right. Gary, that's right. Yes. Cheers. Yes. Gotta work. Listen to you trade in the morning. All right. Very cool. Cheers. Thank you. And fires went off. Yes. Fires went off. Yes. Yes. And he flips it forward or he backhands it and slap shots it. And do they whip it too? Do they whip the puck? Don't whip it good. Urchin jerks it. Yeah, for sure. Yep, they whip it. All right, whip it. Yeah, I bet they do. Whip it, boy. Whip it. Smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. 2:15 p.m. here, most awake. I've been when you're on. All right. Fantastic. 2:15 p.m. 2:15 p.m. Where the hell are you, in Hawaii or Alaska? Wait a minute. You over there in Japan? Australia. I started to say, man, you're a lot further than that. That's why I started to say Japan. Australia. Oh, that's right. You're from Australia. I should have known. I forgot all about that there. Well, I'm glad you've decided to come along. I'm showing people in hockey match that I'm not really showing the match, but I'm running the play-by-play. Are they still playing or who won? No, they're still playing. It's the end of the second period. The third period's going to start here in about 3-4 minutes. And we're going to see it's a 2-2, all knotted up, 2-2 right now. And I'm not allowed to show the video, but I'm doing the play-by-play for people so that they can listen in and hear my commentation, even though I don't know all the particular jargon of the sport. It's not like baseball. I know baseball, every bit of a baseball, like you wouldn't believe. And I could definitely announce a baseball game, and you'd enjoy hearing me do a baseball coverage. But this is my first attempt at hockey. And it's pretty fun because people have been teaching me, where does ice hockey rank in American sports? I say very high, especially in the Midwest and Northeast part of the United States. It's not that big. It's drifted down into Tampa and Nashville, some teams down there, but for the most part, it's a Northeastern and Midwest sport. It's predominantly now got people out in Colorado too that play, and LA. Yeah, I mean, they're all over the place, but mostly it's a big sport up here because there's so much damn snow and ice here all the time. So, but it's it's heavily it's got some very loyal fans in hockey all across the United States. All of their cities have very loyal fans to the hockey there, and they've all been very successful. So I'd rate it up there in order of sports enthusiasts. Number one, of course, is NASCAR. The most viewed race television sporting event in the world is the Daytona 500. And nothing can hold a candle in comparison to the Daytona 500. But aside from that, sports-wise, number one, I believe, would be USA football, NFL. Second would probably be Major League Baseball, and then third, basketball. But I don't know that for a fact. I'm just taking a stab at it. Cat, what's up, man? I didn't know you were on live this late. Well, tonight I decided for the heck of it, I was going to do some commentation of the hockey match between Canada and the United States. And I just wanted to see how it would go because I wondered if anybody would tune in just to listen to someone talk about the match rather than show it visually, because I can't copyright violate and show the match, but other people can watch it and I can commentate. We can talk together about how things go. So we've been doing that here the whole evening here. And we've been having a lot of people who've been in here. We've had up 33 likes, and we've made $12.99 in revenue talking about hockey and just having a good time. And we're all knotted up 2-2, getting ready to go into the third period. And I'm going to try to keep it way down low in volume. We've got enough here to keep going, I guess. You're the man, I'll listen. So, we're going to get this thing going here pretty soon. We got 3 minutes until the next period begins. 3 minutes and 6 seconds right now. And I'm drinking some Mellow Yellow with everyone here. Do you like boxing? Yeah, I like boxing. I'm not so much into the type of boxing that you're seeing today where people just get absolutely bloody messed. I like the old style boxing, because I was raised in the time of, Muhammad Ali and Cassius Clay and Joe Foreman, Joe Louis, and so I really like older style boxing. But I am admired by the participants in this full contact, which involves a lot of judo in many cases and getting people to tap out on. That's the type of fighting I've always done. I'm a wrestler, and I use people's body weight against them, and I can. I've never lost a wrestling match with anyone ever, and I've never lost a fight either. I've never fought much, but I've never lost one. I know how to get people to the ground and get them to submit to my needs. I have to defend myself. There haven't been many times. Most people just look at me and go, I don't think I want to mess with that guy. Did Greco-Roman in high school. Very cool, yeah. That Tyson fight was terrible. I think it was all fake. Yeah, it was just just for money, just for millions. I know how to give a man a good tussle. Yeah. Well, main thing I do is I just get them off their feet. I get them on the ground, and then they're over. It's over for them. Then once I get them on the ground, it's over. There's nothing they're gonna do. And I haven't had to have any confrontation with anybody in a long time. I'm glad, fortunate for that. In fact, the last time I had an opportunity to get in a fight with somebody, I just told him, I'm not going to fight you, dude. he, he said, oh, yeah, well, we're going to take it outside right now. And I says, no, I'm not going to fight you. Yeah, yes, I wrestle. Yep, I wrestle people. Then you rape them. I've also virtually never lost an arm wrestling match in my life. And that's because I was taught by someone from California who was a state champion when I was very young. And I was only 15 years old when he taught me how to arm wrestle. And ever since then, I've defeated every single person that ever wanted to arm wrestle me that I've ever stepped on the arena with. Sometimes I've beaten whole a bar full of people, just sitting there at the table, just wrestling one after the other. And I like to arm wrestle. I'm more of a Muay Thai, okay? I mean, wrestle in arcade games. No, actually, never done that. I used to bounce, been in hundreds of fisticuffs, long time ago, 20 plus years ago. Kat, I would like to day trade as part-time job for now. I've been putting a little bit of money on my own and putting my gig money from my shows in my account. Just have a small account. Good, yeah. We'll go in on the low each day when you see me really, and those arrows look the right way, and the volume indicators show, and the thing is moving, and all the averages are going up, and the greens are all across. We'll get on one, and you'll be able to sell it at the high of the day or close to it. You might miss the high; it might even go a little higher, but you'll make money. Yeah, 24/7. I got bullied in grade 9 high school for being a fat kid. Finally took enough and messed the kid up enough that no one bothered me again. I had a confrontation one time with the biggest guy in our school, and he was new to the neighborhood. It had moved in not far away from us down the way, and I used to ride with the guy to make a little side money. I hustled ice cream as a kid, and I would meet the guy who did the ice cream truck, and I'd serve the ice cream for him while he just drove around. And so, but one day I was down there waiting on the corner for the ice cream man to show up, and that guy, he had been in a fight with a guy that lived across the street from me. And me and that guy were friends. His name was Howard. And he didn't like that Howard and I were friends. And he didn't like that Howard didn't put up with shit and punched him one day in my driveway, and as a matter of fact. And so to make a long story short, he went off on his own after he got his punching in. And a week or so later, I was down there waiting on the ice cream truck, and here comes this little kid from that guy's house riding down on his bicycle. They had been playing basketball. I could see him down there a ways. And he comes down on his bicycle, and he comes riding down. Hey, we got a USA breakout here. Now it's down on the Canadian end. I guess I won't talk about this, what happened. But anyway, make a long story short, I kicked his ass that day in front of a whole busload of kids that just got out of the bus. And I didn't want to, but the guy just came down and started bullying me, and I had to take him out. And I did. And after that, he became my best friend. He actually helped me one time when I was getting strong armed by people for my lunch money. 3 black guys were strong arming me. He came around the corner, and he's the biggest guy in school, like I said. And he jumped around the corner, and he says, "Well, what's going on here, boys?" And they were like, "Oh," and he goes, "You better leave my friend alone, or I'll kick your ass." And they went, "Oh, okay, we'll leave him alone." Isn't that funny? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so then we'll get back to the match here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it in full swing. Right now it's down on the U.S. end, and we've got a breakaway. We got a man on his own coming right at the goalie for the Canadians. He blocks it out in front and traps it. And we got the net knocked off the dislodged. That surprised you, didn't you? Yeah, LOL in front of all the kids. I did a stone cold stunner to my bully in the 11th grade. Yep. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Man, the U.S. Player just broke away and was headed right towards the goalie for the Canadian, right in front of him, but he didn't really get a good slap shot on it. He kind of just flipped it at him and kind of a backhander at him, and that was blocked by the Canadian goalie. Now we're settling the puck down here on our end of the ice, down the middle of the ice, and bringing it forward down on the far board. Comes in behind the goalie. Now down on the far end in the corners, brought to the center, shot by the U.S. It's deflected, comes right out in front of the goal. We had another opportunity, glanced away by the Canadians to the side, and now he's carrying it all the way down to the far end of the ice and gathers it behind the net, down in the near corner. They're having a skirmish down there over it. Skirmishing. And now it's crossing the ice and coming to the American, who brings it across down the blue line, brings it center, pulls it back because the U.S. was changing in a transition. And now the U.S. still controls down on the Canadian end. And now the puck is lobbed all the way down over the U.S., down to the U.S. end, and is behind the goal. Canadians steal it away right there at the blue line as it was about to get taken out into the center ice area. And right now the U.S. controls it, far side corner, brings it down to the near side corner, now across the blue line, now across the center line, now the other blue line. And down the U.S. gets a shot off, and it comes off the side of the goalie there. It's controlled and fed out front. He squares it around in the corner now, the near corner. They're fighting for it in the near corner, breaks away out center. U.S. control still on this side of the line, down on our side of the blue line. Now back down into that same corner, the near corner, where they slap it around a little bit, beat at it, and then the U.S. There's looked like a trip right there and a long distance shot from the U.S. From the Canadian player, and the puck is now down behind the goal and against the board. They've got it trapped there against the board, holding it in place. Finally swings out wide out to the point, and out center, shot by the Canadians and held by the goalie, the U.S. goalie. Traps and holds it. 14 minutes and 53 seconds left in the match. This Kachuk guy who's got trouble right now, he played last year with a fractured sternum, so he's got the guts to stay in the match even if he's injured and play with pain. So he is not. Oh, there's a shot on the U.S. It bounces back out front, and then it's controlled by the U.S. goalie again, trapped by him. 14 minutes, 45 seconds in the match. 22 shots by the U.S., 21 by the Canadians. Very evenly matched. The guy lobs one in right in front of the goal mouth there, just a wrister, they call it, and threw it in there into the center, and now we bring it out to the point. Canadians take another shot, deflected out front, and now down into the near corner and across and right behind the net and stolen away by the Canadians. They have it down there behind the net. Now it's back into the far corner and out front, circled out front and shot from a distance, goes off the post. Off the goalpost, ladies and gentlemen. The Canadians had a real close one there, clanker, and now it's being brought down to the other far end and behind the goal. The U.S. circles around on the far end, and now it gets away from him, but stays down here, and now the U.S. controls with a hand to the glove, takes a shot from about 30 foot. Now from the point, the shot comes in. It's left of the goal, swings back behind the goal. The U.S. player misplayed it, or he might have had a great opportunity there, and now the Canadians control the puck down on their end, settling it here behind the net. taking a breather. 13 minutes, 55 seconds left. True. There are lots of new viewers and folks brand new into trading, and I think you have a very natural way to help others. I think it would be fruitful to your viewers and help them learn faster. Cat, I know you normally don't do this in the middle of your stream early in the day, but I think it would be awesome to hear your story on how you learned how to day trade, books you read, and mentors, etc. Okay, all right. All right. So right now, the U.S. has a golden opportunity right in front of the goal, and it's deflected up in the air. Now pulled out front to the blue line. The U.S. still has it in control down on the Canadian end. Check into the corner. U.S., one of the Canadian players loses a stick. He goes over and gathers it back up. And now it's down on the U.S. end under control of the U.S. player. He feeds it to his man down along the board, near board. He stumbles to his knees. It's stolen away by the Canadian team. They throw it out right in front of the goal. It's, oh my goodness, almost a shot in the goal by the U.S. It's right out in front of the Canadian mouth again. Man, the U.S. team putting the pressure on here. Still leading by 22 shots versus 21 shots by the Canadian. And we have a face-off. 12 minutes, 41 seconds left. Man, the shot that was thrown by the Canadians at the goal bounced off and was redirected, if you will. And oh my gosh, just a golden opportunity by the U.S. there that just didn't go in. And we've got a commercial break. Cat, ain't it past your bedtime? Yes, I'm officially at 10:30. This is what time I usually go to bed. Between 10:30 and 11. This is what time I usually go to bed. Yes, I have live streamed while performing. And if you go to my channel, you'll actually see me live stream about a 2-hour performing songs. I start off with a little bit of sax, then I go to my guitar playing about 14 minutes into the video. And then for about an hour, I play that. Then I jump over on the piano for a little bit, and I do a little bit of piano playing, and then I go back to the guitar, and I play a lot of originals. I probably play 25 originals during that, and I'm 63 years old. Wheel of Fortune's over at 7:30. Yeah, but then we got Jeopardy. I always got to watch that. How did your stream do? I have some shows tomorrow and Saturday, and I'm thinking of doing it. What your thoughts on the stream performance? It did real well. I had about, I think, something like 3,000 or 4,000 viewers while I was performing. So it went pretty good. I mean, there were a lot of people that came and went while I was performing the songs, but some stayed the whole time, and listened to all my stuff. So it had a lot of duration watched, a lot of time. People spent a lot of time. It helped my channel. Everything I do, I try to help promote the channel a little bit more. And I always ask people to come over and listen to my music online. It's on Spotify, and got your point of doing the vertical stream instead of horizontal. I noticed it does make a difference on the reach of your channel. I think it would help mine. Oh yeah, it will help you immensely. You'll see a huge difference, huge difference. But you do need to learn how to create thumbnails, and that takes some time. But I use CapCut to create my thumbnails with CapCut. It works pretty well. Icing call on the U.S. It's going to come all the way down. We're going to have a face-off of U.S. end. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the match here. And I was going to go to sleep, but I figured, heck, we only got 12 minutes left, and I hope it ends. I hope we get a goal here. Of course. Your point of doing, yes. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Face off right now here, U.S., Canada, and she's freed, and the U.S. has control of the puck, bringing it down across center line. Now he takes a shot all the way down, and we almost got another chance at a shot there. Now the Canadians have it on a 2-on-1, now a 2-on-2. Brings it to the center guy. He lays down in front of the puck, and he blocks the puck by laying down in front of it. So that was a great defensive play. And right down here, we've got a Canadian against the board that fell to the ground, and we've got a face-off coming. 12 minutes, 6 seconds left. We've got a little bit of a chat going on between all of the the referees. Are they referees? Oh, don't say it's going to go into overtime. I don't want to hear that. No, we're going to end it here. It's going to be a goal here. There's going to be somebody scoring a goal. It's going to end here. We got to get this over with. I got to get to bed. I overslept this morning. I woke up and it was 8:28. I had 20 minutes to get ready for this broadcast this morning. That was not enough time. I don't know why my alarm didn't go off and I didn't hear it. All right, here we go, folks. U.S. has control of the puck. They sling it up in the air. It comes down. U.S. still has it down on the Canadian end. And now the Canadians take over the puck. He whips it down to the far board corner, comes around behind circles around behind the goal, and the U.S. player pops it off the wall and advances it down over the blue line. It's on the Canadian end now. Thrown back behind the goal. And now we got a bit of a race to the puck between two individuals. The U.S. wins that race out, feeds it to the middle, and now we're at the center, coming across the blue line and down to the behind the Canadian goal. It's trapped by the Canadian goalie. U.S. players advance, and a shot turned from along, a nice slap shot there. Now the U.S. Backhanding here at the center ice, and the U.S. picks it up, feeds it to the center, one-on-one, coming a shot here. And man, it was just 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the match. Reefers. Refers. Okay, we got the face off. We've won it. He springs it over here to this point, near point. He throws it back behind the goal. It's got controlled by the U.S. player. He swings it out here to the near corner. We got a shot going to come here and brought back into the corner, and a shot throwing it in front of the goal, but now it's broken away by the Canadians, and they're heading down the ice, coming across the half midpoint. Now all the way down into our near corner. They're bashing it out against the board. Throws it out into the point for the Canadians, brings it to the center, takes a shot distance. It's blocked by by the U.S. Defenders out front. Now it's fed that back across into the center. The Canadians control. They're down here on the point, swings it across the middle. He fakes a shot. He swings it out wide to the right, crosses it right out in front of the goal. And there was one of their guys standing right there. Fortunately, it didn't get by him. Now we bring it all the way down to the other end. U.S. player makes a move, and it goes all the way, the puck straight to the goalie. And now we've got something called here. Looks like a face-off here. Down on the Canadian end. Going to a commercial right here. About 10 minutes left in this match. Looks like we're going to commercial, I think. Nope. Yep, it is. Commercial break. Pardon me. USA always win. We'll see. That's not really true. In the last 4 previous tournaments, U.S. versus Canada, the Canadian team has won 3 out of 4. So, or let me think about that. They've won 2 out of 3. And so they've won 2 out of 3. And I think that's what I saw at the beginning of this. I know that, I think it might be 3 wins for the Canadian team in the last 4 tournaments and 1 win for the U.S. So we need to win this one, and then it'll be 3-2. But that's true that it's not true that the U.S. always wins, because not with Canada anyway. We did win the last one very well. We won that last one. Won the last one. Tiki Man says America will win 8-1. Kat, would you do private mentorships for trading? I love your channel, but I have so many questions on things. I would love to connect on an individual basis. Well, I probably will do that here soon. But right now, I'm really just trying to work so hard on this, building this channel, and the time I spend, even when I get off, contacting all the people that become members and sending them all the spreadsheets and getting responses. And I've got to order still a shirt for our friend Randy, who I promised I'd send a shirt to, and I haven't even done that yet. I haven't even made a thumbnail for tomorrow's video. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. I'm going to go to bed as soon as this ends here. We got 9 minutes and 46 seconds left here in this. Someone's going to score a goal here, and I think it's going to be the boys in blue. So we got the face-off. It's broken away, and the U.S. controls. Throws it slowly at the goal. Now they're fighting for it along the board on the far side. Canadian team controls down on their end. It's still now being brought down across the blue line and now the midpoint line. Yep, now the U.S. controls. Takes it back down across the blue line into the Canadian end. And now we're down on the Canadian zone behind the goal, near corner. Thrown out front. U.S. still controls, throws it over to the back corner. He throws it out center. Long distance shot that just was wide left. Then thrown right back across the face of the goal again. Man, the U.S. is down here a lot, getting a lot of tosses at the goal. Looking good, man. 25 shots by the U.S. versus 21 by the Canadians. So we are on a 4 versus none on goal shots here. 4-0 run here. So we're getting a lot more shots on goal here. And now they've tied it up behind the net down here on the Canadian end. And the Canadians break away with it, just cross the blue line, tries to feed it to another guy. And we're right now fighting for it in the center ice area. Canadian breaks away with it down the near corner. He's with it, takes it into the near corner. He breaks it out of the near corner, throws it out very front of the goal where the guy was standing for one of the Canadian defenders was standing, but he wasn't able to make a play on the puck. Now the U.S. ties it up. He's down on his knees. He's fighting from the blue line, throws it forward all the way down to the other end, right on the goal. He swipes it to the side. The goalie has it swept it to the side. The Canadian picks it up, throws it down all the way to the far end. It comes out to center ice, still on the Canadian. The Canadians still have it in the U.S. zone. Still in the U.S. zone, now breaks into the mid-ice area. Now swung back into the defender, pulls it back into the Canadian. Now at the center line. Now thrown down to the far corner. And we've got the puck being drawn back into the center ice. U.S. is in the middle of a change-out. Puck is thrown down into the near corner U.S. end. Now thrown across into the center, picked up by the U.S. player. He swings it forward and loses control of it as he tries to make his way toward the goal mouth. Taken by the Canadian guy, looks fresh on his feet. Runs all the way down. He's got it behind the U.S. goal. Swings it back out front. Big shot. Just missed wide of the goal. I'm not sure how that was blocked, but it was well done. And now it's tied up along the board here. Then the U.S. Team lets it go to the Canadian who has it out in the point. Brings it out to center. Takes a long distance shot. not swept wide. Now we've got 25 versus 22 shots, and there's another shot swept wide right of the goal. That was way off. Now another one right behind the net and trapped by the U.S. goalie. He traps it. We're going to have a face-off on this end. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. Oh my gosh, how can we get started with recording some music together? I guess you'd have to get on over here, man. I've got all the equipment for recording. I've got everything. Yep, I don't really have a studio set up right now because, well, right now things are up in the air a little bit here with our son being here with us for a little bit, so we had to move some things around. But I'll have the studio built here. And I'm going to do an add-on onto this house here and put a garage add-on on here and a double-decker garage so I can have another space up above that garage. I've got about 100,000 equity in this house right now, so I think I might put an add-on here soon. I was waiting for the price of everything to come back down. God, it was just so ridiculous during COVID what was going on with lumber. Worst time of ever. All right, here we go, folks. U.S. controls the puck down on their end, brings it across the center line. Now down across the blue line, he swings it out, down all the way to the far end. It's back behind, swatted by hand out front. U.S. circles forward, takes a shot from way out front. It's deflected down. They push it over here to the near board at center ice. They're at center ice with it now. Canadians have control. Now the U.S. takes it back, throws it back down here in the Canadian end. Right now it comes back across the blue line in the center ice area. Now crosses the other blue line on the U.S. end now, being controlled by the Canadians down in the near corner. Fed to the guy, breaks all by himself, and he's behind the net, and we swipe it away from him. Comes back again to the center, and that guy, same guy, misses it again. Thank God he can't control the puck there, because he both times he was really by himself and couldn't control the puck. And now the U.S. has a little switch out, throws it all the way down to the goalie on their end. Canadian guy blocks it and holds it behind the net right now. Canada in control. 4 minutes and 57 seconds left. Puck in the center ice area. USA controlling down behind their own goal. Canadians are pestering the heck out of them. Now we're holding it down on our end and bringing it forward on our end, just crossing the blue line. Catches our guy coming off the bench, takes a shot from 50 feet out, and it's trapped by the Canadian goalie. And that's now 26 shots for the U.S. versus 22 versus the Canadians. Good morning from Sweden, Stockholm, sending some energy respect. All right. J.P. Andresen. My email is tyselph@gmail.com. You could send me music files and I can add guitar parts. I can play keyboards. I can play, but the guy that you need to, thank you, Vowels Boom. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm just figured I'd give this a try tonight and see if people enjoyed it. I just saw a mouse in the background. Both of these. That would be neat. I wouldn't be surprised. The mouse is probably living up here in this old American flag. It has the 48 stars on this flag behind me here. And I just put it up there to give the U.S. support for the U.S. team. I don't have it there normally. There's a family photo up there. But this is just to give a little bit of, look to the channel while I did this broadcasting of the match. And we're really down to about 4 minutes left here. I hope that we get a goal here. I'd really love to see one of these teams score a goal. I'm not that big of a huge hockey fan, but I figured I'd do it just for fun tonight and see what you guys thought of it. I'm having a good time. Yep. Just joking. Okay, gotcha. All right, folks. Well, we got a commercial break right here, and then we're going to leave and get back on the ice here. And hopefully we'll see a real exciting end here. U.S. coming out as the victors. I'm not going to do it overtime. If it goes to overtime, I'm just going to go I'm going to call it a night, I'm going to get to bed. Are you prior? Do you collect sports cards? No, I don't. I have a lot of them. I have a whole bunch of them from my days in the pawn shop business. So I have a bunch of them, but I don't really collect them. I just have them. One day I'll run into somebody that wants to buy them all off me. I've sold some of them on eBay, the ones that I knew that were really valuable, but so we're all knotted up here, 2-2. The U.S. has Connor with 20 saves and Jordan, the Canadian, with 24 saves. The U.S. has shot 26 shots, the Canadians 22. The U.S. breaks away with the puck right out front, and he feeds it out front, and we had a good chance off that face-off right there, a good opportunity. But now the puck has gone all the way down to the U.S. end, and they're swinging it around out in front of the goal. They're down in the near board now in the corner, near corner, fighting it out against the board. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. U.S. takes control of the puck, lifts it over the halfway point, and it falls right over here in front of the the Canadian end. And we're now down in the nearer corner Canadian end. Fed across front, fed to the side, shot on goal, comes off the goalie. He blocks it right off his body. It's brought again back over to the corner, and the U.S. controls at the midline. Swings it over here, back across the blue line in the Canadian zone. Thrown up in the air, and the goalie has to catch it right there in the midair. Goalie catches it with 3 minutes, 35 seconds. We're going to have a face-off on the Canadian end. Yeah, I hear you, Richard. I could go for a burger from the White House in Clare right now. Man, I hear what you're saying there, man. Me and my wife went there. We did it on video. I made a video of the place, of Clare. I've been there. Man, there's a really cool hotel across the street there, the Doherty, and I did a video on that. One of the most haunted hotels, and it's not haunted by an evil spirit. It's just got the whole proprietor there. Man, that hotel has a history. The purple gang that used to hang out there. There's hidden passageways, tunnels down below in the basement of that place that escaped to different areas. Here's the U.S. getting a chance down on the Canadian end right in front of the goal. Couldn't make anything happen. 2:57 left now. Yeah, that Doherty Hotel. I have a video about it on YouTube. And at one point down in the basement, the people gave us a tour of the place. They were so sweet. Took us all through the Doherty Hotel. And at 2 points, there were orbs in the video. I have orbs that appear in the video. And it was right at the area where she told me this is where most of the psychics pick up the vibes, down in the basement area. There's tunnels down there and a hidden floor cut in the bar that it goes down, and stairwells that goes down from the bar where they could escape if the government ever showed up, because the purple gang was running liquor out of that place. It was in the control of the purple gang for decades. The Doherty Hotel. All right. Yeah, I have all kinds of percussion stuff, so we would love to do something. It could even be the SoFine song. Okay. Well, right now we got 1 minute 45 seconds left. Down on the U.S. end, it's been freed over into the center ice area, and we're in the center zone right now, coming back into the Canadian end. He tosses it forward, and he gets a nice shot on the U.S. goalie, who traps it right there. Man, 27 shots by the U.S., 23 by Canada. We're almost out of time here, folks. Wow, overtime would be 5 versus 5 for infinite time. Oh, geez. Well, I can't stick around through overtime, folks. I'm hoping to see somebody win it right here. 1.5 minutes to win it. 1 minute to win it. Come on. Face off on the U.S. end right now. Here we go. It's controlled by the U.S. He swings it down. It comes along the near board. Caught in the center ice. And then we got it. Throw it down on the other end. Looks like we're changing some men out right now. Swings all the way back down around and comes across center ice right now. U.S. has control. Throws it down on the Canadian end. We throw it forward. Right there by the goal. He's got a chance. Backhands it. Flips it back. It comes out to the side. He flips it back to the back and it's miscontrolled. Miscontrolled. Now it's at center ice. It's up in the air. Bouncing around. U.S. has control. Brings it back across the center ice. Flips it way up in the air. Lobs it down on the Canadian end. 46 seconds left. Canadians control it, bring it back across the blue line, feed it all the way down to the far end. Our U.S. goalie stops it, brings it down to the far corner, centers it, and it was right out there. Nobody could get a shot at it. Oh, Canada's got a shot right here. Last few seconds. Oh, my gosh, it is. I thought it was a goal for a second there. Holy second. Oh, man, they take another shot from way out of the distance. 20 seconds left now. Controlled by the U.S. down there on the defense. He swings it down along the board, far board, breaks out into the center ice area. 10 seconds left. He throws it at the goal from a distance, trapped by the U.S. goalie. 5.6 seconds left. Oh, man. I'm sorry, folks. Miscontrolled. He was dispossessed. That's what they say in soccer. Dispossessed. I think it's funny. Man, oh man, nice save by the U.S. goalie there. Gloved it, glove side. Cat, you got to do overtime. But man, I can't stand it. Folks, here we go. 2 seconds left. Take a shot from here, and he does all the way down the ice. The goalie for the Canadians blocks it offside. End of regulation. Oh, God. Ugh. Well, folks, cat. Vols boom. I wish I could do it and stay up all night, but I can't, folks. It's 11 o'clock. I'm out of here. This mellow yellow has me too mellowed out to go any further, folks. Thank you all for being here with me this evening. I had a great time. I hope the U.S. pulls it off, but okay, donate some money, guys. He takes bribe threes. I want to hear you call a goal. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I already did. You'll have to back the video up. You can listen to it. Okay, back it up. We'll never know who won. Yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know who won. Well, I'm sorry to leave you hanging like this, folks, but I have rules and regulations. One of them is I'm done here. I'm going to bed. It's 11 o'clock. Otherwise, I'll miss you guys in the morning. If you guys can't see me at 8:48 in the morning, you can tell everybody that old man stayed up too late last night, drinking too many mellow yellows, okay? So you can cover for me if I can't come up tomorrow at 8:48 in the morning. All right, you guys have a great night. I'm going to miss you, man. It's always fun with you. Hope you had a good time. Thank you again for being here with me. And as always, I send you all the love. Have a great night, everyone. See you at 8:48 a.m. Same cat time, same cat channel. Thanks for all the hearts and all the love. I appreciate it, everyone. Yep. Have a great night, everybody. Sorry we didn't see a winner, but it was a good match anyway. And may the best team win. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Catch you later.